screen, still in play to move on to the knockout stage. The U.S., what can they get from Christian Pulisic tonight? Here in Doha, though, the Hershey, PA native treated like one of the star attractions at this World Cup, his image emblazoned on that downtown skyscraper. England's star-studded squad en route to Ahmad bin Ali Stadium. Here is how Three Lions boss Gareth Southgate responded when asked about what it's like for England to take on Wales.
Between England and Wales, because it's a little bit hard to understand from the outside, playing against the same nation in the UK.
Well, basically they're here and we're right there. there's not a lot more I can say with that, really.
That is the best bit of British comedy I've seen since the old Benny Hill days. England seeking to reach the knockout stage for the second straight World Cup. And for the latest, we make the journey out to Ahmad bin Ali Stadium as we check in with our Jeff Shreves. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Rob. Yes, Gareth Southgate was being diplomatic there. This is a very real rivalry. Kiefer Moore, the Welsh striker, said, "I can't wait to knock them out." And 7 members of this England squad will not have forgotten Euro 2016 when England knocked out the Welsh squad in a leaked video, celebrated wildly. Nobody is short on motivation tonight. The 4 changes for England, well, Rashford and Walker will bring pace in terms of the defence, the attack. Phil Foden, the creativity and the flair, and Jordan Henson at much needed big tournament experience in the middle of the park. The 2 Welsh legends, Bale and Ramsey, they've struggled in their first couple of games. You have to wonder whether or not their fitness levels can cope with a third big game in a week. But having said that, when there is national pride and much needed World Cup points at stake, no single player will want to leave anything out there tonight. Back to you in the studio, Rob.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Lexi, Clint, Kelly, Rob, back here on the field with you. What do you expect from the Three Lions tonight?
Win. Yeah, Harry Kane starting. Foden's come into the mix. A lot of English press have been talking about him. He's one of our most creative players, gets on the ball, finds those passes, can dribble at pace with people. Kyle Walker in at right back. Rashford.
Should they?
I can't see it happening, if I'm honest. It's the Battle of Britain. We hate each other. So
Right.
it's
impossible. It could never happen. It could never, ever happen.
No.
What did you think of Southgate when he was asked that question?
Very,
his
very
response?
classy.
Love it. Love it.
Like, yeah, I loved it. On the
Still
ball.
going. Disappointing World Cup so far for Wales. Chance to make amends as they take on one of their great rivals, England. That one again coming up live on FS1. So England with visions of winning the World Cup for the first time since 1966. First step though, reaching the knockout stage, which they can accomplish today inside that stadium, Ahmad bin Ali Stadium. The U.S. in action at Al Thumama Stadium. They have Iran needing a win to move on. The Iranians, who have never made it past the group stage, they only need a point to advance. Iran and the U.S. squaring off on Fox. Wales and England battling on FS1. It is the dramatic conclusion of Group B. Plenty more to come as we count down to our kickoffs.
Good morning, America! Rise and shine! All across the country, we're getting up early this year with one thing on our mind. Football!
It's soccer.
Whether you're repping La Cultura in all the colors, or you need the world to know this is our year. Because the beautiful game
belongs to all of us.
Get Google Pixel 7 Pro for free, plus get Pixel Watch, Pixel Buds Pro, or more for free.
At Domino's, next time you order 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each, you could be in for a shock. Because Domino's is now delivering pizza with new electric vehicles across the country. With over 100 EVs on the road today and hundreds more to come. It's good for pizza delivery and better for the planet.
I'm great.
I've always wanted to do that.
Next round on me.
The
mastery of water is my domain.
This is my Kohler digital shower.
Summon your ultimate shower. Visit Kohler.com.
DirecTV may drop Fox Sports. DirecTV customers could miss the biggest sporting events of the year, including NFL on Fox every Sunday, FIFA World Cup matches on Fox and FS1, the Big Ten Championship, college hoops, and so much more. Don't miss your favorite Fox Sports. Visit KeepFox.com today.
Caleb Williams leads the Trojans fight for a playoff bid as they take on Utah. The Pac-12 Championship, Friday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Fox.
This is it. Already. That's the way the World Cup works. Win, and there's more of this incredible sensation ahead. There's pressure, there's rewards. Anything else, and it all ends. Like we said, this is it. The United States and Iran. Next on Fox.
FIFA World Cup today on Fox is presented by Google Pixel.
44,000-seat Al Thumama Stadium, just a few miles northwest of downtown Doha. Sunday, it will host a round of 16 encounter, but first, it will host two teams efforting to get out of Group B. At number 20, Iran is the highest-ranked Asian team. Tonight, they seek to create history by progressing to the round of 16 for the first time in their nation's history. It has been 8 years since the United States made it out of group play. They can do it again today, but they must beat Iran. Anything else, and their tournament is over. Plenty of U.S. fans have made the journey out here to Qatar. Will they be treated to at least one more match, a win, and the U.S. moves on to the round of 16 this weekend? We welcome you inside our Fox Sports Doha home. Rob Stone here with you. We began today with 13 round of 16 spots available. 2 have since been seized. Netherlands with a 2-0 win over Qatar to claim the top spot in Group A. And Senegal goes through as the runner-up, courtesy of a 2-1 victory over Ecuador. Their first trip to the knockout stage in 2 decades. Our primary focus right now on Al Thumama Stadium, located just a few miles from our set here in downtown. This, the 5th of 8 games it will host at this World Cup. It's already seen Spain's 7-goal barrage and Belgium's shocking upset on Sunday. But tonight, it hosts the loser leaves town match between Iran and the United States. Iran, they only need a draw. The U.S. must win. Here's what's still ahead on the pregame show.
Coming up, Tom Rinaldi profiles American captain Tyler Adams. What makes him such an indispensable figure for Greg Berhalter's side? We'll dissect the keys to victory for the U.S. national team in today's all-important showdown with Iran. And our panel predicts whether the United States will come out on top, extending their stay in Qatar. FIFA World Cup today on Fox is sponsored by Google Pixel.
Good morning, America! Rise and shine! All across the country, we're getting up early this year with one thing on our mind. Football!
It's soccer.
Whether you're repping La Cultura in all the colors, or you need the world to know this is our year.
Because the beautiful game
belongs to all of us.
Get Google Pixel 7 for free and 50% off Pixel Watch and Pixel Buds A series.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too. Let's give him a minute.
Attention homeowners, time is running out. New government regulations are driving HVAC prices higher. Call the pros at ARS Rescue Rooter today to beat the price increase by replacing that old, inefficient system with a new energy-efficient heating and cooling system before prices go up. If you call now, you'll receive a free furnace with select new cooling systems and a free Nest thermostat only from ARS. Call 888-403-0610 to schedule your appointment.
Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in and get away. Get 0% APR on the 2023 Tucson, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Plus get a $500 first responder or military coupon.
Touted as one of the best solutions to climate change, electric vehicles still have an impact on the environment.
You have to mine a lot more metals to make an electric vehicle than you do a conventional vehicle, by about 1,000%.
On your wallet.
EVs are typically more expensive.
And on your safety.
They get hot when they're stored, not just when they're charging, just when they're sitting there, they combust.
What you need to know before you hit the road.
Oops. DM, welcome in. We will be live calling the game and giving you interaction. We're not allowed to show the game. If you try to show anything video-wise on YouTube when it comes to FIFA, they shut you down and they block it globally. I've already had 3 videos blocked, and that was shorts that I was doing after the fact. So you're not going to find it anywhere. They shut the channels down, literally shut them down and take them if they're doing it. But we'll be live, interacting, calling the game. You'll be able to listen in and hear the announcers and everything. We can legally do that, and we are doing everything legally that we can do here. So welcome in. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I just had a great short that I had a little bit ago that had 2,500 views and was trending, and they just shut it down globally. FIFA did. So they're not even playing around with this. It's cool, but it's frustrating. Just giving you an honest answer.
The United States has reached the World Cup knockout stage in its last 2 appearances and in 3 of its last 4. We take you inside their locker room as they get ready to kick this one off. We are less than 52 minutes away from taking on Iran. When Christian Pulisic was just a young kid growing up in Hershey, Pennsylvania, he said all he could
Yeah, they're not playing around on this
playing
one.
for the United States in a World Cup. He started the first 2 games here, and he is now ready for round number 3. Win, lose, or draw, this game will be discussed for years to come in American soccer circles. So glad you're here with us. Rob Stone, English Women's World Cup vet Kelly Smith. The only man who led, not the only man to score 3 World Cup goals, right? Of course, 3 World Cup goals. Also led the U.S. to 2 round of 16 berths. He is Clint Dempsey. Alexi Lawless, he's a Hall of Famer, also part of that 1994 team. That
Nice to meet you.
Out of the group as the host nation.
Hit me up with the
Coming
subscribe
next,
today
there's
if you're having a good time.
1998 group stage game between the U.S. and Iran. Alexi was there. Quote,
Hello,
those who
Sebastian
cannot
Kraft.
remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
They are. So look, there have been failures in the past and some incredible successes when it comes to U.S. soccer. 1998 was an undeniable failure. And that game against Iran, I was really heartened actually yesterday to hear Greg Berhalter talk about this game. And reference this game because there are lessons there to be learned. We made a mistake back then, a big mistake. I think we underestimated the contentious relationship between these two countries and the historic relationship between these two countries, how much it shaped and motivated and fueled the Iran team. And for them, it was more than a game. And so this U.S. team, I think, is better in terms of talent, but that's not going to get you through this game. You got to come out, you have to match that energy, you have to match that emotion, you have to match that commitment. And look, fair or not, it is more than a game here, and that's ultimately how you are going to be judged. And when you walk on that field, you are a manifestation, you are a representation of your country. In this case, the United States of America, all the ideals, all of the beliefs, all of those freedoms. So if that's going to happen, it might not be fair, but if you're going to be judged by that, then have it be an incredible moment. Grab a hold of it, have it be positive, have it be a kick-ass advertisement for American soccer and for America.
So what you're saying is the U.S. has to match Iran's intensity. They need to come out with their game faces on. I don't know, maybe like a game face like that face.
You want that, man.
That's the face I want.
Why y'all gonna do me like that?
That's the face I want to see. I think that's the face a lot of Americans want to see. But you're smiling right now. But
do that face right now.
No, y'all ain't gonna do me like that. Y'all ain't gonna do me like that. But if you're asking how I'm feeling, I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you. I don't think this Iranian team is just gonna sit back and weather the storm. I think they're gonna be moments where they're gonna be in possession and cause problems and counterattack cause problems. You look at their first 2 games; they scored 4 goals. So you got to be careful. I think this is a game that we not only need 1 goal, I think we're going to need 2 goals if we want to get a point. We talk about legacy. We talked about Christian. He's been dreaming about this moment forever. This is an opportunity to leave your mark on this World Cup. I know that he has an assist already, but we need a big performance for him today. We need him to get some more goals, get some goals, and get some more assists.
Yeah, they definitely need
Yes.
to find a way to win.
Yeah.
They've got to make it happen. Someone has got to step up, whether it's Pulisic, whoever. I don't care. You just got to put the ball in the back of the net. But this is their World Cup final today. Forget about anything else. If you don't win today, you've got on an aeroplane home tomorrow or the next day. So it's going to be a high-octane, high-energy game. USA have to be on the front foot, aggressive in possession. Those first 30 minutes for me are key to stay in the game. Don't lose it in those minutes. You know, Iran are probably the oldest team here. USA's second youngest team. I just think Iran will play street smart footballers. They will foul. They will try and slow the game down if they can. Get USA off the game. For the USA, it's about staying in the moment, believing in what you've got here. The 11, the players on the bench going out and delivering when it matters.
There are a lot of kids that are at school right now. They got their iPads out. They got their phones out. If you're the cool teacher, please let them watch. And you know what? I'm giving you a pass. Even if your teacher's not letting you watch, bring it out. Watch it. This is a day to celebrate the United States. iPad, phone, whatever it is. Watch this game. It's going to be fine. I'll talk to your teacher. Don't worry.
Lexi will cover you on the test. So much more to come, including our first look at the starting lineup. There are a couple changes to the U.S. 11, plus a report from the stadium and an example of the class that Captain Tyler Adams brings to this U.S. program. And U.S. fans certainly fired up for this one. Should be an electric atmosphere inside Al Thumama Stadium. The American Outlaws and Alexi's doppelganger getting ready for this one.
This is going to be a good one. I'm excited about this. My first real dip into the full soccer front. Glad that I was encouraged to do it. And we're going to have some fun with this one today. If you're brand new to us, hit up that subscribe. We'd love you to come back. I will be calling more soccer games throughout. We've already got a couple teams that have made the final 16. We're calling all the final quarterfinal matches through Friday. Then this weekend we start with the final 16, your Sweet 16, and we'll be booking those games Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all next week. Preferably 2 games a day right here on the channel. I can't wait to do it. What's up, Angela? It has been fun, hasn't it? I agree. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, and glad you're hanging out here with the Squirt. Thank you for joining. Ollie's dropping some lineups in, as he likes to do. We appreciate him doing that. We're having fun here. It's going to be an amazing game, I think. Full out energy all the way through. I wonder what the lines are currently on this game. I'm going to go take a look at that. See what they are. Thank you, Ollie, for doing that. We appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Share it out. That would help us. Drastically help us. So Iran is a big favorite. A huge favorite. Oh, wait a minute. Is USA the favorite? USA is the favorite at minus 105. Wow. Interesting. I'm saying USA going in as the big favorite. USA's listed as a home team. Second's always home, but they've got it differently on here. They got it USA minus 105, a tie or a draw at plus 250, and they've got Iran at plus 300 to win. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Over under is 1.5 goals. Really? 1.5. That's all they're expecting? Interesting. Oh, you can bet 4 different levels. I see. That's different. Never seen that before. Okay.
Pulisic and the U.S. men's national team winless in their last 5 games. They must end that drought tonight to move on in this World Cup. Iran, they only need a draw to advance. Slow walk by the U.S. through the team tunnel. Tim Ream, full of man. Tyler Adams on the left, the captain, making his way onto the pitch first. U.S. manager Greg Berhalter made just one change to his starting lineup between games 1 and 2. Clint, tonight he makes 2 alterations.
Yeah, I was surprised that you would change up your center back pairing when you've only conceded 1 goal in 2 games, but Zimmerman was a little weak in his distribution, but and also you have Sargent come back in for Haji Wright. But yeah, Turner starts in goal. He got a clean sheet last game. I thought he showed why he's number 1. Adams, for me, has been the player for the tournament for this U.S. side. In both games, he's putting in strong performances. Our midfield is key tonight again for winning those battles. And then up top,
what's up, Francisco?
Who's going to be the man for the moment? And I'm hoping Christian gets it done.
That MMA midfield remains intact. Cameron Carter-Vickers, the Celtic man, getting the start in the back, paired up with Tim Ream. Josh Sargent gets his second start here at this World Cup. The U.S., they've been in safe hands in goal. That man, Matt Turner, he's gone from Fairfield University to the New England Revolution to Arsenal to being the #1 in the U.S. net. He has 1 shutout and 5 saves so far. But conceding will be absolutely crucial today as we take in the Iran 11. Lex?
All right, first off, a big change in goal. Ali Reza Behravand comes back in. Keep in mind that he had a horrible collision in that first game against England, came out after 20 minutes. So that's a good thing if you think you're going to get a lot of shots. Majid Hosseini, the defender there, who collided with Behravand, he is in there. He leads Iran with 9 clearances. Mehdi Taremi, if and when they get forward, they will go through. Mehdi Taremi from Porto, 63 caps, 30 goals. He scored 2 goals on 3 shots against England. And Sardar Azmoun up top, Bayer Leverkusen, 67 caps, 41 goals. He leads the team with 5 shots attempts and 3 shots on target, but he has not scored, although he is Iran's all-time leading goal scorer.
All right, for more on this one, let's make that short trek south to Al Thumama Stadium. We're going to check in with the pair that will call it for you. John Strong and U.S. World Cup vet Stu Holden. Guys, pretty loud in there.
Oh, Rob Stone, it just got real loud when Iran took the field to warm up. It's not just the scenario that
hey, Krager.
of 2010 when the U.S. had to win their group stage finale. The noise does as well. Vuvuzela's alive and well here at Al Thumama Stadium. You were part of that team in 2010, 91st minute, Landon Donovan. What's the mentality like for these guys in the same spot tonight?
Well, hopefully the Vuvuzela's a very good omen for this team. Look, I think back to 2010, that ended up being a career-defining moment for so many, but also how that team was perceived after the fact. What do you have tonight? The same opportunity for this group to define their legacy. We could talk tactics, we could talk striker, we could talk center back. Man, I have goosebumps thinking about playing in a game like this. I threw it all on the line. I throw my knees, I throw your knees, I throw them all. I want to play in these games, and I know that these guys too. Don't waste this opportunity. You never know when you're back and have this chance at a World Cup to play in a game where, guess what? It's in your hands. You win and you're in the next round. Write your legacy on the positive and not in the negative. This team has done so much, so well, but yet the last 3 years, it comes down to this game. Get it done.
So how's Craig Berhalter getting his team ready for more? And that we go down to the field and Jenny Taft. Jenny?
All right, John, thank you so much. And Stu, I love that perspective of what 2010 meant. And I've talked to so many of these players about that moment, the goal from Landon Donovan. So many remember exactly where they were watching, and it inspired them to dream big, that they could one day represent the United States at a World Cup. Look at Matt Turner. He was 16 years old. He wasn't even playing soccer at the time, but it ignited a moment for Matt. And look at where he is now. Craig Berhalter had a specific question for his guys before the World Cup started. He asked, what do you want your World Cup story to be in 20 years? We're in control of that script and everything that happens. And let me tell you, there is an intense focus from this group. I watched them all walk through the tunnel to check out the pitch for the first time. No one was talking. This group is focused. And Rob, I've said it all day over and over again. I'm going to say it again. The United States does not want to go home. They're prepared to do whatever it takes to stick around.
Nice.
Jenny, thank you. Let's carry on the conversation about the starting 11. The big move, Cameron Carter-Vickers getting the start on the back line, paired up in the middle with Tim Ream, your former center back. So there's more to just being a defensive center back. There's a lot of other things that come with it, particularly at that size.
Yeah, and coordination and understanding. And
if you're new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
Tandem that we're seeing here, but I think it's reflective of Greg Berhalter seeing that there are going to be a lot of opportunities, including on set pieces. Did you know, Rob Stone, that the United States men's national team has a coach for set pieces, Lars Knudsen, okay? He is a coach specifically for set pieces. And in this type of game, where I think Iran is going to pull back, go wide, there's going to be lots of crosses, therefore there could be potential deflections for corners, and I think Iran's going to take the U.S. down at different times, so there's going to be opportunities for those set pieces. They have not been good on set pieces. This is a night where they have to come good. This is a night where Lars Knudsen, as a coach of set pieces for the U.S. men's national team, has to earn his money, and all you need is one. Cameron Carter-Vickers will be up in the box at different times.
Buccaneers sports
pieces,
fan.
And Josh Sargent.
Love the channel name. What's up?
Good in the air too. I think that's something that U.S. has not mined this tournament. It's been frustrating, but it has to happen here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you see the change up top again with Sargent. He's getting a second bite at the apple, whether or not he can get the job done or not. He must have been showing in training that he's on form for them to decide to go with him again, or that he must be a threat on set pieces. But at the same time, we're going to need to rely on our subs in the second half. I think Gio Reyna comes in, Aronson I'd like to see come in, and maybe do you give Jesus Ferreira a chance, because you haven't even given him a chance in this tournament.
Yeah, I think Ferreira is a possibility if it's not working up top with Sargent, because even though he's not your traditional number 9, he'll come into the pockets of space, he'll try and draw the Iranian defenders out and get on the ball, look to play forward. So you guys have options. Reyna, brilliant choice if he's fit. So yeah, if it's not working,
and if it's not working early, expect those subs earlier than they have been coming through the course of the first 2 games. Christian Pulisic, treated in Qatar like one of the star attractions. There he is. Ooh, on a building. That is beautiful.
All wrapped up in Pulisic.
All right, he's getting ready for one of the defining matches.
Biggest match of his life, I think.
Fan celebration sponsored by Google Pixel. We've got American fans and we've got...
Look at all the camels.
It's that kind of night.
Bunch of guys with camels there. Just in case you can't get an Uber, grab a camel. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're at in the world today. Share it out. Let everybody know you're going to be hanging out with us. We're going to have a good time over here watching this together. I'm looking forward to this one. Been excited about it all morning. Last couple days.
Pressure makes diamonds. True.
Yes, you never know when you might want to grab a camel. Tino grab a camel every now and then. Ask her, she'll tell you. She prefers the camel over the minivan. So this is going to be fun today. I am ready to go. Of course, we still got, what, I don't know, 36 minutes that we got to wait for them to start, but it's good to hang out with you guys, and hopefully maybe we'll get some other people stopping in and saying hello as we get closer to game time.
Right now, choose an all-new Tundra and take 4.29% finance. Or check out a rugged Tacoma, now with low 3.49% APR financing.
It's crazy. I figured out today that I can't do any, I guess until I get up to 1,000 subscribers, I can't do anything where I post have our video channel thing for our channel, our trailer play. I can't share from one stream to another, like I couldn't share from the morning soccer stream over to this one. So definitely need to get up to 1,000. That's a focus point now. Catch a bus from Springs Resort. I'll grab a camel, please. If you do, I'd like to watch that. I'd enjoy watching that myself. And that could be taken in so much different context. It's ridiculous. Getting myself into complete trouble. But that's nothing new. That's like Tuesday for me.
7th.
So.
So make the wise call and compare your Medicare Advantage plan with Cigna. The Cigna Medicare Advantage plans offer $0 primary doctor visits, up to $20,000 in covered dental services.
At least we've had a good morning on the, we've had an overall great morning. We got up over 600 followers here. And so that's exciting. I mean, that's positive and moving in the right direction. And we've picked up about 35 subscribers today over on the other channel. We've had, I've put out 2 shorts today, and we've got about 19,000 views on those 2 shorts. So those are pretty good. So all in all, camels aside, all in all, it's a good day. And now we got the U.S. playing Iran in a battle that will be very, very interesting. And we'll see how that goes. We're at a commercial break right now. As soon as they come back from commercial break, we will come back in. I'd love to see the second short take off and grab 20 subscribers and be at 250 by the time I get tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. I have to wait till tomorrow. Usually the morning ones are the ones that do really well for me. I got to call Casey and see what else he's got that I can put up.
And the Americans are back. The U.S. national team with their backs against the wall tonight. They must pick up 3 points to punch their ticket to the knockout stage. After rotating the captain's armband leading up to this World Cup, the team voted to make Tyler Adams the captain for this tournament, and he has responded by being their best player here. Coming up, Tom Rinaldi takes a closer look at the 23-year-old New Yorker who continues to show a maturity beyond his years.
2022 FIFA World Cup Today on Fox is presented by Google Pixel.
We will get your baby back.
We can't stop until we catch this guy.
Saturday, J.J. McCarthy leads third-ranked Michigan into the Big Ten championship game as they look to punch their ticket to the playoffs against Purdue, the Big Ten championship.
Whoops, look out.
Saturday at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
Yeah, we still got a little bit of time here before the game starts.
And we have elected officials who are not acting like we're in the crisis.
The voice of the people.
Charles, look at all these wrecked cars.
There's a whole lot of metal around here.
There's a whole lot of accidents.
I wonder how many of these people we help get the money they deserve.
We've helped.
I need to find, what I need to do is probably reach out to somebody that's down there that could help me out and get me a vertical short. Angela, you know where, if are Tanya and Robin going to be out down in the parks tonight? Do you know? What is tonight? Tuesday night? I don't know if Tanya usually goes out tonight. I don't know where Baker's at today. I'll find somebody that's just down in there that can take a 20-second short for me and send it to me. That's what I need to do. All right. I'm going to reach out to her and see if I can see where she's at. Because I'm sure, you know, one of those guys that are down there wouldn't mind taking a quick short for me at, like, Slinky Dog or somewhere over there or something that I could throw up. Because, like, I just put up the Green Army Men from Casey, and that's doing really well. So, Beth is at Epcot tomorrow. I wonder what I could grab at Epcot. I'm sure Beth would do it for me if I asked her. I'll give her full credit, of course. I always give everybody full credit on my shorts. I want the public to know who did it and, you know, find their channel and maybe they subscribe to them. I figure it helps people both ways. Some people like to do it, some won't. I don't know where Baker's at today. If he's working, he wouldn't be able to do it anyway. But we'll see. What is tonight? Tonight's Tuesday night? Wonder where Kelly's at tonight. Oh, that's a good question. Kelly. Let me find out where Kelly's at.
Tyler Adams made the move from Germany's RB Leipzig to the English Premier League's Leeds United. He will captain a U.S. side that needs a win over Iran to advance out of Group B. Iran's involvement in this World Cup occurring against the backdrop of massive turmoil back at home, and the build-up to tonight's match also affected by the U.S. Soccer Federation displaying an image on its website of the Iranian flag without the emblem of the Islamic Republic. U.S. players have been asked questions about the political context surrounding this match, and yesterday, Captain Tyler Adams had this exchange with an Iranian reporter.
First of all, you say you support the Iranian people, but you're pronouncing our country's name wrong. Our country is named Iran, not Iran. Please, once and for all, let's get this clear. Second of all, are you okay to be representing a country that has so much discrimination against black people in its own borders? And we saw the Black Lives Matter movements over the past few years. Are you okay to be representing the U.S.? Meanwhile, there's so much discrimination happening against black people in America.
My apologies on the mispronunciation of your country. Yeah, that being said, you know, there's discrimination everywhere you go. You know, one thing that I've learned, especially from living abroad in the past years and having to fit in different cultures and kind of assimilate into different cultures, is that in the U.S. we're continuing to make progress every single day. You know, growing up for me, I grew up in a white family with obviously an
why does this even need to be topics,
background as well? So
that's the sad
I had a little
part.
bit of different cultures, and I was very easily able to assimilate in different cultures. So
the fact that
you know,
we're the
not
world
everyone
this
has
way and we
that-
can't
that
get this
ease and the
part
ability to
fixed
do
is
that,
sad.
and obviously it takes longer to understand. And through education, I think it's super important. Like you just educated me now on the pronunciation of your country. So yeah, it's a process.
Can
I
we do
think
that after
as
lunch?
long as you see progress, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, you feeling up to that?
Absolute class. Adams handling that moment with the same composure he's displayed on the field at this
I know it's
World Cup.
important to you.
For more on what makes the Whoppinger Falls
We're gonna
New York
watch this
native
soccer
such
game,
an
Preston. Who's gonna win?
indispensable figure,
Are you
we'll
sure?
take you out to the field. Tom Rinaldi has flown
You sure you
in
didn't
to
bet
join
money
us.
on
Hi,
Iran?
Tom.
Rob, at 23, Tyler Adams is the youngest captain of any national team here at this World Cup by 4+ years. You see that maturity displayed in that answer, and it's rooted in a journey that's taken him in many ways, in many different family permutations, through the course of the person he considers to be his hero, and that's his mother.
Adams has got a chance here, scores! Tyler Adams! He gets his first ever US goal!
How would you describe the journey that lands you here right now?
For me, I'd describe it more than anything as a whirlwind. I remember growing up in a small apartment where my uncle and aunt actually lived above me. My mom worked extremely hard, early mornings, late nights, overtime, whatever she could do to earn a little bit of extra money to make ends meet. You know, she was able to do everything, filling in for that father figure that I didn't have, while allowing me to chase my dreams.
How did you fall in love with the game?
My mom was actually my first soccer coach.
What kind of coach was she?
Yeah, she got on me. She got on me. No, I'm kidding. She just wanted to see me have a smile on my face.
He could run the entire time and exhaust himself, which was a win-win for everyone.
In the midst of this journey, your family shape and dynamic changed.
For me, you know, the day that I met who I call my father, it was the best moment of my life.
Him calling me dad is the same as my other 3 boys being born. A very special day for me.
And on that same day, I gained 3 brothers as well. My brothers were extremely competitive. They all played soccer. So
good afternoon, Carrie. Good afternoon, Cole. Welcome in. Thanks for subscribing, Anthony.
That it actually said, when I grow up, I want to be a professional soccer player. He's always known that that's what he wants to do. That or an architect. I didn't want to tell him it's highly unlikely, and I'm glad I didn't, because he would have been like, I told you so.
16 years old, playing against Chelsea.
Yeah, it was like a video game of FIFA. Like, I would never have imagined that.
When you looked and saw your mom and found her in the stand,
yeah,
what did you see?
She just sacrificed so much in the moment to allow me to reach my goal, and she finally saw me living my dream.
I was crying. It was happy tears, because you could see how much life he had in him out there and how he was just in his happy place. From the time he played against Chelsea as a 16-year-old with braces to where he is now with the U.S. men's national team, anytime the anthem plays and he's out there, I cry.
How did that happen for a kid from Poughkeepsie?
Blood, sweat, and tears from a lot of the people surrounding me, first and foremost. And I was very fortunate that I had a role model in my mother. Whatever I do, I'll never be able to repay her for everything that she did for me.
All the hard work that you put in and day out, and most of it is kind of unseen, especially by a young kid. For them to recognize that now as a young adult is very meaningful. That's more than you can ask for as a parent.
We certainly know this will be an emotional night for Melissa Tyler's mom. She's here in the stands to cheer him on, along with his family back in the States, including his stepfather, Daryl, who often texts Tyler during halftime with thoughts and insights and adjustments to make. Without question, a family affair for the biggest match of Tyler Adams' life, Rob.
Impossible to root against a kid like Tyler Adams. Tom, thank you. 2010 U.S. World Cup vet Mo Adu joins the conversation right now. Adams, he's been voted man of the match for the U.S. both games here. Praise has been pouring in from really all corners of the globe. What is it that he brings to this team and makes him such a valuable component?
Well, you saw that piece there. You saw how he speaks off the pitch. On the pitch, he brings that same level of leadership. The guy's a natural-born leader. I had the pleasure of playing against him when he was about 16 years old, and that was the thing that stood out to me. Good player, good on the ball, does the dirty work, does a lot of the dirty work that doesn't show up on
this
the
is going to be a great
match.
match.
He makes his team better. He makes his teammates better. But the leadership qualities are just something that you can't replace, and they're going to be needed even more so tonight. We saw the change in center back. This is the brand new center back pairing. So
make sure you hit that like already as we're prepping to start this one.
Whether it's clearing out danger, whether it's covering for them, the communication that has to be had between himself, Weston McKennie, Yunus Musa, I think they're going to be vital, especially protecting that new center back pairing.
For sure. I mean, he's the heart of the team, in my opinion. The way he gets stuck into challenges, the way he doesn't back down. There's not a team that's going to bully us. When he's in there, he's going to let them know, look, we're here for this. We're ready for this. The whole midfield kind of seems to feed off of that. And for me, I would put our midfield, especially our center midfield pairing, against any other team.
But as an older guy, it makes me so happy and so proud that we have players and young men like Tyler Adams representing our country for what they are, certainly as soccer players, but more importantly, what they are as people. And this trio in the midfield.
About 21 minutes. 21 minutes till drop.
Tyler Adams, whether it's a Weston McKennie, all three very distinct and different types of personalities off the field, but also they mesh together on the field. Weston McKennie, outgoing, incredibly big, gregarious, social type of person. Yunus Musa, young player, a little bit more quiet, but they work well together. And
that they do.
Whether you're a soccer person or not, whether you just come to the game.
What do you got as a final score in this one in the chat? Drop your finals. What do you think it's going to be in the chat? Give me the pick. What's your final score?
That differentiate this U.S. team from a lot of others here at the World Cup.
Got.
The U.S. played in front of some massive crowds in their first two matches at this World Cup. Tonight certainly should be no different. 44,000 on hand for what promises to be an electric evening inside Al Thumama Stadium. Josh Sargent gets his second start of the tournament. Can he add to his 5 international goal total? The 22-year-old, not even born when the U.S. suffered that defeat to Iran back at the 1998 World Cup. The Americans playing for their World Cup lives. Clint's difference maker for this do-or-die matchup coming next.
The 2022 FIFA World Cup on Fox is sponsored by Prudential. Millions of people rely on Prudential's rock-solid strength for investing and financial planning.
It's the cat.
All right, about 20 minutes out right now, sitting at it. Ready to go with this one's going to be a good one. I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get a bigger crowd coming in here as game time approaches. That would be kind of fun. Make it interesting as we go through. I got to figure out what shorts I'm doing tomorrow. I guess I'll have to get those ready today, since I'm running out of stuff to do. Did Beauty and the Beast. 3-1 USA, I know my right says. 3-1 USA. Could possibly be. Could possibly be. Dun, 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 dun. 3-1. 2-0 USA, Carrie says. Interesting. Interesting scores so far. Maybe I'll do that. Trim. Interesting scores so far. Come on, give me your scores in there. Let me see what you got. I think that is going to be my one short tomorrow for sure. There's one of them. Let's see what you guys got picking out. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in this game here. Does the USA win big? They just barely. Curious as you guys got it coming in.
The 2022 FIFA World Cup free kick is presented by Coca-Cola.
Lila says 1-0.
We're closing in on the final two matches. matches from Group B. Iran and the U.S. meeting at USAvIRN Stadium. That one live on Fox. Wales, England, you can see that one live on FS1. All four teams still alive for the two knockout stage berths up for grabs from the group. England and Iran, they are in the driver's seat. They only need draws. The U.S. must win to reach the next round. It's got this patriotic crowd right here behind us. We're too busy working and mugging for the camera over there to notice we're trying to fire them up. Get them going, Lex.
Look at them going crazy. Love it. Love it.
Lexi, back here with you. A couple legends from the U.S. men's camp here. The next one might be Christian Pulisic. At the age of 16, moved to Germany. The next year, signed with Borussia Dortmund. At the age of 20 years and 53 days, he became the youngest player to captain the U.S. men's national team in an international match, and he leads off our Coca-Cola players to watch.
Yeah, we talked about legacy and leaving your mark at this tournament. He plies his trade at Chelsea. He is a player that's looked upon to deliver big goals for this team. He's done that throughout his international career and at the club level, but he can't let this tournament go by without another big moment. He's got an assist already, but we're gonna need some goals and another assist tonight.
And my player to watch is US player Tim Ware. I thought he had a fantastic game against Wales.
Welcome in, Hapsa.
In this tournament so far. You know what? He can create stuff out of nothing. He's amazing on the dribble, can take players on, and he's also good at give and goes, cutbacks. So he's going to be a real.
Hamid, welcome in.
Today.
U.S. must win. Yes, Hamid, you're right.
Weston McKennie. He is a warrior. You want him on your soccer field.
So true. That's they don't win. They don't go. They go home. Win or go home for the USA. Flat out.
What a wonderful trajectory going over to Europe, Schalke in Germany, and now playing in Juventus over in Italy. This is a guy that will run through the proverbial wall for you.
He is a wonderful personality as well. You have a chance to win $10,000 on the free-to-play Fox Super 6 app today. Just scan the QR code to download the app and make 6 predictions about the Iran-U.S. match for your chance to win. One of the questions is, who wins today's game and by what score? Kelly, you're up first.
Very close. 2-1 to USA.
You must have been listening to me earlier when I said it's going to take multiple goals to win this game.
I was.
You know what? I agree with you. 2-1. I have the U.S. winning as well.
2-0.
You want 3? They want 3. I'll take 2.
Wow.
Just give me the win. I think they just want some of Clint's money.
Hey, man, this that diaper money right
It's like
here.
money in the bank right there, man. They're ready. They're ready. They are ready. We're ready. We're 13 minutes away from kick. So the moment of truth arrives for our 4 teams from Group B. Gareth Bale and Wales taking on England. That one next on FS1. The U.S. in action on Fox. Watch parties planned all over the U.S., including right there at the Power Light District in Kansas City. The Americans, they must beat Iran to advance. Can they rise to the occasion with their backs against the wall? Walkout and anthems next.
Walkouts and national anthems coming up.
The world doesn't come together like this very often. But when it does, the results can be extraordinary. Qatar is committed to that idea and growing its potential as a partner, investor, and innovator, with possibilities that are unlimited and rewards that are priceless. Let the world play.
Let the world play. They got the United States. I mean, they've got to win. That's the whole thing. They've got to win. No doubt there. Or they go home.
is an instant holiday classic. It's Die Hard. It's Home Alone.
Mr.
Claus. But please call me Santa. Friday night, rated R. Only in theaters Friday.
Good morning, America! All across the country, we're getting up early this year. Whether you're repping La Cultura, your team is out for the count.
2026 estaremos de vuelta.
Por supuesto.
We're finishing up warm-ups here, everybody. 10 minutes out. 10 minutes out.
Belongs to all of us.
Get Google Pixel 7 Pro for free. Plus get Pixel Watch, Pixel Buds Pro, and more for free.
Maryland, the wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook is officially live. That means betting illegally on same-game parlays, spreads, money lines, props.
Just waiting on them to come back from commercial.
Anywhere across the state. So get hyped, Maryland. Download the app today and bet $5 to get $200 in free bets instantly. And get in on the action.
It masquerades as a simple game, effortless to understand, elementary to follow. It's the familiar basics that do it. The stakes of every match, of every play.
And the Americans are back.
The tension builds steadily from kickoff to the final whistle. Which brings us, of course, to today.
Welcome in, Marina.
And a match where only one result will do. They're the kind of stakes they've always dreamed of playing for. The type of tension that can define players for all time. The singular sort of test that only feels quite this monumental at this competition. Sometimes it is a simple game. And today, these Americans know they have to win it. The United States and Iran next.
Yes! Let's do this.
Lexi working the crowd. That's what I'm talking about. He's Alexi Wallace, Ben Dempsey, Kelly Smith, Rob Stone, back here with you, closing in on kickoff between the United States and Iran. You hear the chant.
It's all soccer! It's all soccer! It's all soccer!
Kind of taken off, kind of like the I Believe chant.
What's up, Marky Duke?
2 years ago as well. It's called soccer here. It's called football in a lot of other parts of the world.
NY, what's up?
Needs to call it a win tonight.
Welcome
3
in.
points for Christian Pulisic.
NY, good to see you. Marky Duke, great to see you. Welcome in.
Stage. Iran, they only need a draw. Lexi, you're watching the first 10, 15 minutes of this one. What's critical for you?
I want to see how Iran comes out. They've talked about pulling back and being defensive. If that's the case, then it's going to be important for the U.S. to have patience. There are going to be opportunities on set pieces. They are going to have plenty of the ball. They got to make the most of their opportunities. And when it's congested in the middle, you got to go wide. And when you do, good things will happen.
I think this is going to be more of a back-and-forth game. I don't think they're just going to sit back. I think that they know if they get a goal, it's going to be more of a mountain to climb for the U.S. You got to watch this team. Like we talked about, the last 2 games, they scored 4 goals. It's going to be a lot harder than you think, but the U.S. is going to have to be clinical in front of goal.
Here we go. They're walking in. All right, let's do this.
To quote the late, great Al Davis, just win, baby. John Strong, Stu Holden with the call in 60 seconds.
"60 seconds out, everybody. 60 seconds to kick." You can't ask for anything better than that. Wednesday or Tuesday, what is it, Tuesday afternoon? Middle of the day, and you're getting electric soccer. That's good stuff. I'm excited. Welcome to our channel. This is how we do the games. We not only broadcast the United States, we broadcast almost all the games. 2 games a day on this channel. If you're finding us for the first time, hit that subscribe. Come back and join us more often here. We'll be doing 2 games Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again on Saturday. I have not booked Saturday's games yet. I got to wait and see what the 16 matches are and the times they're playing. Who is playing when. All that kind of good stuff. But we will jump into that for sure this weekend as well. So hit us up with a follow. And moderators handle that. Let me go get the thing. I thought it was on. Obviously it's not. It will be though. Goodbye. Nice try, Botch. You're done. You're done.
29th, 2022 World Cup Group Stage Finale, Al-Timama Stadium, Doha. How will American soccer remember this night as the United States is moments away from playing against Iran?
Juan Carlos Queiroz plays listed as a 4-1-2-3. That's going to end up like a 4-5-1. Baron Van comes back in at goal. He started their opening match. Had to be subbed out after 20 minutes with a concussion. So he comes back in. Ezatullahi in the middle, number 6. He holds it down for them. He's going to have a busy day dealing with the United States midfield. But then really they try to break through that front three. Taremi on the left, Asmir through the middle, and Golizadeh on that right-hand side. The United States starting the youngest lineup we have seen at the World Cup so far in this edition. 24, the average age for this team. 2 changes. Cameron Carter-Vickers comes in at the back. Started a pair of Nations League matches for the United States back in June. Before that, his last start, 2018 for the United States. Big one for him today. Josh Sargent gets the nod up front through the middle.
Here we go, here we go.
And the midfield will be powering this team through this match.
Nothing is simple at a World Cup. However, it is straightforward for the United States tonight. If they win this match, they will go on to play this weekend in the round of 16. That for a long time has been the defining line between success and failure for the United States in the World Cup. Do you make it out of the group
absolutely.
or not? If they lose tonight, if they tie tonight, the U.S. will be on an airplane tomorrow going back home. It is a majority pro-Iran crowd at the 44,000 capacity Al-Timama Stadium in Doha. It is warm. It is very muggy inside this stadium, very much like it was on Friday at Al-Bayt Stadium for the United States against England. Just as it was.
Ollie, welcome in. Absolutely. Welcome in, Ollie.
Win situation.
Welcome in.
A potentially career a potentially life-defining 90 minutes in front of them.
Counting it down to the drop. Counting it down. Iran will start with the ball. There's the whistle. We're off.
United States of America wearing blue. Iran wearing white. It's impossible for us to truly understand, let alone explain, how what is happening in Iran and how it's been playing out here in Qatar affects these players on the field. All that we can say with certainty is what we see, which was an emotional reaction to their stoppage time win over Wales. All we can say is what we know, which is that it would be Iranian soccer history. Never before have they made the knockout stage at a FIFA World Cup. They've gotten close to each of the last two tournaments.
What's up, David T? Welcome in.
With a win, and more than likely with a tie. An early attempt.
Absolutely.
Asafi sends it in. Tyler Adams, the captain, sends it out. Second ball will skip all the way through. What's this thing going to look like?
It's going to be a really intense game early. The way that Carlos Queiroz sets his teams up is very pragmatic. They play defensive but counterattack, and they've been one of the better counterattacking teams in this tournament. But they don't just sit all the way back. You're seeing already. They're going to step up for the first 15, 20 minutes, try to take possession away, and then look to break quickly in the wide areas. But there's some space here for Pulisic already in transition.
Now Sargent in front of him. Pulisic gets around the two defenders, and it was the last man back.
Wow, what's up, RJ?
He plucked it off his feet.
Just ends up being one touch too many for Christian Pulisic. Turns, accelerates, gets the challenge coming from behind. He can't quite get there, and then that one there, just the last second challenge from Hosseini, stopping Pulisic. He had Sargent to his right.
Place is loud and very pro Iran today. Very much so.
Here's Yunus Musa on his 20th birthday. Musa trying to run around the outside, and that'll be out for a U.S. throw.
That's great work from Yunus Musa. The flexibility of the three midfielders for the United States, and just the engine room, how much they get around the field. They're on the ball, defensively putting pressure as well. Talk about it so much. They are the heartbeat of this United States team. And once again, we saw it there from Musa.
Just on the outside. Oh, he gets her on Asafi. In from Musa. He'll get a cross off immediately. That was a point of emphasis for Greg Berhalter. Come off the England game. Get those balls in the box. Way and trying to slide it through for McKinney. Musa early cross. Everyone had
Whoa, way too far.
And it's going to be cleared out. Well, it took us until the early stages of the third game in the group. We finally got a Greg Berhalter patented bounce pass there to Tim Reed. Greg Berhalter, we'd spoken to him yesterday, said we always...
Nazanin, welcome in, but we're not going to get into politics today. We're talking soccer only. No politics here.
Like it or not, this is the measuring stick. Whether or not they advance tonight. You heard Jenny make the point earlier how he has been selling outwardly from his team. We are not ready to go home.
Feel free to chat in the chat. Anybody, anything about soccer, the game, life, or just we're not doing politics. Welcome in. Robert Kitchens, welcome in.
Right around the midfield line, they try to stay compact and then win the ball back in these types of spots and look to break. So this is where it's key for the United States throughout the game, getting pressure because now they've got numbers.
Osman and Taremi playing the two-man game there.
Highlight reel, what's up?
The all-time leading scorers in Iran's history. McKinney took a hard bump there. Asafi, the captain, trying to lay it off. Des pokes it away. McKinney beat with the second ball. going to come to the near side. Golizade gets it away. This is Osman now. Worldwide. Rezain into the middle. Adams repels it at first. Osman now trying to get around Tyler Adams. Bumps him off. Gets a cross in. Reem was there. Not done for the U.S. It's held in. And it comes again. No pressure on the cross. Rezain sends it in. All the way through looking for Taremi. Tim Weah back to defend. And it'll be an Iran throw.
What's up, Jeannie? Welcome in.
That's good for both teams. Crosses, quality crosses, is going to be key from an attacking standpoint, but then also defensively getting pressure on the ball. Standing off, allowing time and space, the way in which both teams crash the box with numbers and some good targets. That could be the differentiator in this match. And here comes a long throw, treating this throwing like a set piece here.
Orliganchi, one of the center backs, coming up as a target. Safi sends that in. At the flick, Cameron Carter-Vickers was there. Second ball, McKennie in touch. Turner can come out and collect this. And he does. As you saw the graphic for Iran, the only way in which a tie wouldn't send them through is if Wales get an upset win over England. That game underway simultaneously at Hamad bin Ali Stadium on the west side of town.
I don't think Wales beats England.
One of the two changes to the lineup. Making his World Cup debut in the back. There he is again.
Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining, no score. Hit us up with a like and a subscribe today. Hang out and have some fun. We're at the 6-minute mark. Awesome, Eddie. Awesome.
Just for McKinney. Josh Sargent also back in the starting lineup tonight. Adams just sort of hacking at it. It's going to work perhaps for Anthony Robinson. Long run to get there. Keeps it in play. Robinson deflected cross.
Oh.
Right up in the air by Hosseini. Adams picks it up for Robinson. Virginia Dest. Way is opening up for him. Trying to play the 1-2. Dest running in. That crowded off it. Safi miscontrols, but it works for Taremi. Osman in front of him. And enough of a foot there for Tyler Adams.
Yeah. Great recognition by Tyler Adams. And he's barking right now at Cameron Carter-Vickers.
Great recognition by Adams there.
Get tighter there on Taremi so he can't turn. Ends up being Tyler Adams.
We are going to do many more games. 2 games a day from the World Cup. Right here on the channel. 2 every day.
Because of the domination with the ball, they've got both of their fullbacks, Virginia Dest and Anthony Robinson, very high. So you've got players underneath trying to get on the ball. The problem is going to be not being too crowded. Still maintaining your discipline and having some space and allowing the play to develop. Patience is going to be a word you'll talk a lot about in this game.
Pulisic chopped down. Antonio Mateos of Spain, our referee. A very experienced referee. It's his second World Cup. He refereed when Christian Pulisic and Chelsea won the UEFA Championship.
That starts on Saturday.
He's not known as a referee
round of 16.
that keeps himself or the game calm. That might be a storyline tonight. Dest crossing in, McKennie making the run. It's punch there from Aaron Van. Miscontrolled. Pulisic picks it up.
He can't get the angle.
Resets Anthony Robinson, loops the crossing, clearance to the top of the box. Moves.
Oh!
Couldn't get it down.
Couldn't get it down. Blasted it high.
The United States had 5 players in and around the box. Good sustained pressure. They win the second ball. The ball in from Robinson. Can't beat the first man, but ends up popping back out to Yunus Musa. Able just to react quickly and get the strike off. He's trying to take the panels off that ball with that strike, going for power.
If he got it down, that thing was rocketed. Didn't get it down.
As the most experienced teenager in U.S. men's history. That's a record that was once held by Landon Donovan and Josie Altidore by Christian Pulisic. Most minutes played for the U.S. the teenager. Musa getting that tonight over the top. Safi trying to get there.
What's up, Hatbox?
Was there in time, and is that going to be whistled as a foul there? Safi just sort of slid through him at the end. flick very well to Weah. Gets it away from Musa. They get away from the defender. As it's Talahi, leaves him in the dust, but it runs too far. Lagashi there, able to control. Iran the other way. Green defending one-on-one, had to get the angles right, and he did as Osmo was looking to run it behind. Anthony Robinson. Imoya.
He's got him 1v1. Take him on.
Already the defender.
What's up, Mike Shepard? How you doing?
Pulisic clipping it up. Pulisic got there with that.
Oh!
Comfortable first save. USAvIRN.
Well, it's an early ball in from Yunus Musa. He's looking for Christian Pulisic. Goes to attack it.
What's up, Marky Duke?
Hit him with a lot of pace, which meant that he was trying to generate that power. Then is slightly off balance, trying to aim for that far post. Ends up being a comfortable save.
He hit the bar in the game against England. Christian Pulisic. He provided the assist to Weah in the opener against Wales. They're just the 4th shot on goal officially registered by the U.S. at this tournament. Now in their 3rd game. Sargent working hard. Will do enough to get it to Musa. There's Pulisic. Away from a little bit.
He's not doing much there. Oh, too late. Couldn't get the pass over.
He tracking back, knocked it away. Carter Vickers wins the header. And then he helps to get the ball back for the U.S.
That's a great aggressive approach there from Cameron Carter Vickers, getting right up the back of Osmoon, who's trying to be that outlet ball there for Iran, and the United States winning it back, crowding around the ball. Here it comes again. Good step from the back. You have to pick your moments to do that, of course, but if you can get there and you can be quicker to the ball, keeping the pressure on the defense of Iran and not allowing them to get up the field is important.
Well, it was fouled there, but advantage played as the U.S. has it coming forward. Over his foot. Second time we've seen a bit of a loose first touch for him tonight. Miami trying to open up as Safi on the other side. Except for Iran, they need only a draw to make history. First time they would ever play in the knockout stage of the World Cup. Each of the last 2 tournaments, they needed a win in their finale. In each case, they were trailing at the half and unable to get over the hump.
Sometimes it's not the worst thing for the
Yeah, they're just playing keep away, trying to take their time.
That is, because then if you can win the ball, you can spring some of those quick players to the United States, like Pulisic and Tim Weah with their speed. So now Iran with a little bit of possession, United States back defending in their own half. Still passive pressure, but they wait for them to come into these little trap areas wide before they go aggressively, and Tyler Adams has won it back.
What's up, Space Mountain Dave?
Going long, Josh Sargent tracking it down. It was a great first touch. It bounced off his leg. The second touch keeps it in play. Pulisic trying to get around the outside and get that ball. McKinney was in the area as well. And they try to run in. Just chase that one all the way inside. So tons of room on the outside. You'll have Mohammadi. Who's out there to meet him?
14-minute mark, 14.
Forces an error pass. Right, down of the field to go, Jenny Taft. A little bit about the coaches out there tonight.
Well, John, there was a pretty special moment in the tunnel before the match. I saw Greg Berhalter and Iran coach Carlos Queiroz shaking hands and embracing. Berhalter had said yesterday that he looked forward to shaking Queiroz' hand. He had worked for U.S. Soccer in the past. The two were smiling. They were positive. They wished each other well and said, have a great match.
Well, it goes for Asmoud to chase. Turner is there. Carlos Queiroz, the most successful coach in Iran's history, returned in September, a couple of years after leaving to take them to a third World Cup. Former head coach of the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars in the first MLS season
got some space here, John.
of 1996. Robinson, great first touch to skip away. Had Pulisic, keeps it, crosses it in.
Oh!
Behind him. Dest will chase
Great
it
crossing pass. Nobody there.
Yes, for Pulisic popping up on the right. McKinney was calling for it. Gets it from Tyler Adams. McKinney clipping it in, way of making the run. Header knocked down, cleared away as a Talahi. U.S. winner right back. Musa. Line it goes for Dest. Dest driven, cross in, a touch from the keeper.
Ah!
The space is wide. The space has been wide. The best U.S. chances have come from the wide areas, and it is moving the ball quickly. Not allowing Iran to shift their defense and get pressure. They have to keep working those wide areas, using their fullbacks. It's a great-looking ball from Dest, and just missing that final connection now is somebody getting on the end of it and crashing the net.
Again, the two up front trying to break on their own for Iran, and Reem intercepts in front of Asmoud.
Couple opportunities early.
Switching the point of attack. It could be a 20, 30-yard diagonal, not just that 5, 10-yard passing. That can help you get those numbers advantages in the wide area, and that's why that Tim Weah lays it off, and Serginho Dest has the time and space. The early ball, too, is such a hard one to defend when teams are going back defending their own goal. That's where you saw the chaos right in front of the Iranian goal.
Well, they are tight to Pulisic when he gets the ball, gets a little extra bump there. As he released it, Carter Vickers to the other side for Dest. Weah. Musa.
USA trying to get really good spacing here.
Musa turns to face. Pulisic's in there, comes across to Weston McKay, a little bit of a slip, thought about a shot, he's 1v3. Adams there to keep it. Anthony Robinson hooks his cross in. Up to the air. Murlaganji there with the header. As Moon trying to find a teammate, Carter Vickers slides through, wins it back to Robinson, runs away from him. Has to release the other way. It's Taremi. 2 goals and an assist. It's been terrific for Iran. They even in the 6-2 defeat to England, he scored both goals. He set up the second goal in stoppage time in their win over Wales. That's why Iran need only a draw. They were able to score in the 98-minute,
18-minute mark.
To beat Wales. Back in goal for Iran. As we mentioned, suffered that bad head injury, had to come out early in the game against England, didn't play. Game 2 against Wales. They called upon a couple times already as Dest tries to get away, spin his way through. He will get that foul call. Mr. McKinney's got Anthony Robinson flying at the left, comes inside for Sargent. Now Pulisic way is running.
Oh!
Touch there.
Had a breakaway and got deflected.
You're right. Anthony Robinson had a ton of space. That ball's over the top.
Now the other way. Chance for Taremi. Carter Vickers trying to recover. Betty Taremi in for his moon.
Great defense, U.S. Great recovery.
No pressure on the ball, though.
Wow.
States in the defensive part, and that just allowed that chipped ball in behind, finding Taremi. That's the recipe that they look for. Little two-man game up front. trying to pick out a strike partner, and a great step from Tim Ream. That comes down to anticipation, anticipating the pass, taking the gamble. At that point, he had to stop that free shot.
And it breaks down as Ualahi was trying to make the run. All the while, Greg Berhalter screaming at the assistant referee. He thought that should have been offside.
This is the ball earlier from Serginho Dest. That ball going back towards the goal. You got Weah trying to gamble. Aaron Van didn't look too comfortable on that one. This is a goalkeeper we have to remember went out in the first game, missed the second game, and he's back in. What's his confidence like in this match? Looks a little shaky there.
He was out looking for Robinson. Pressure. Take Olizade off the ball. Zayon just clips it long. Adams. You get a second chance to head down there.
I was just thinking he's got to get a shot from his teammate, and then I remembered that you can't hear absolutely anything in this building because it is so loud.
Yes,
it is loud.
Tackle, but Hasafi gives up the chase. Musa was trying to really embellish the contact there to try to get a foul call.
Feel free to jump in that chat and talk. No restrictions on that except for things that don't apply to the game, like politics.
United States trying to do what they haven't done since June. Win a game. Still scoreless in the other game between Wales and England. As it stands, it's England and Iran advancing from this group. It's the U.S. and Wales going home. Ream, Musa, good control. Tim Weah, out for Dest. Musa able to turn, trying to find the angle. Weah's in, cutting it back. It pings around. Pop Pulisic in the face. Christian Pulisic is holding his face right now behind the play. Anthony Robinson, great 1v1 defending to win it back.
And Berhalter likes what he saw there, and it was a two-man game. It was Musa and Weah, movement, passing, one-touch passing, quick movement off the ball. As Musa that time gives it away. But that's how you unlock a team that's sitting back deep. Wide areas, creating numbers advantages, quick movement, drawing defenders out, and then slashing runs, getting to the end line, cutting it back. They just couldn't pick out that last pass once again.
Midway through the first half. Weah. Sargent's going to work. Tim Weah on the run. Weah into the box. Still Weah on it. Needs some help. No, turns and tries to get a cross off. That Dest is an option. It's out for a goal kick.
Goal kick.
Seeing Weah's ability just to accelerate, to drive through and pass defenders. This time he gets caught under his feet a few too many times. That last touch here, he's trying just a quick touch and turn and then going to cross it, but loses his balance as he's going to strike it. It's an important reminder, though. You'll be watching this. The United States have a lot of possession. They're creating some good half chances. The goal doesn't have to come in the first half. This game is going to be a grind. You're trying to wear down this defense. Of course, from a neutral perspective or a U.S. perspective, you want the goal early. You have 90 minutes to do it. The intensity and the pressure starts to wrap up the longer you go, but every chance that they're creating right now, taking energy out of the defense, every time you move them 5-10 yards, you're going to see those players start to tire a little bit, and that's where you can't get that last little bit of pressure, and it might open up that opportunity for the United States to get a better quality look.
Mr. McKinney in for Sargent. And return it, might have a chance. McKinney looked up, Weah will let it go, and it's too far from Musa.
Ah. Thank you.
Berhalter talked about his team against Wales, came out hot and heavy in the first half, couldn't sustain it. He loved that they were able to just have that controlled performance over the entire 90 minutes against England. This coach on the other side understands the history that's at stake for Iran. More than 100 games.
He's furious right now at what they're trying to do on their goal kick. Wants them to spread apart. They're going to try and play this long and direct. They're looking for second balls.
To your point, you got all night to score. It took the U.S. 90 minutes, 45 seconds for Landon Donovan to find the back of the net. Against Algeria in 2010, that was the similar situation. 2 draws coming in, needing a win. For the defining moments in American soccer history. Can it perhaps be slightly more boring tonight?
Quite happily file my request not to have that type of stress for 90-plus minutes.
There's Musa. Returning for Dest. Pulisic in a little shoving match off the ball with an Iranian player barking at the referee about it. McKennie, Sargent. Back for Pulisic. Out for Anthony Robinson. Robinson, cross blocked. U.S. corner. First of the night.
I'd say Anthony Robinson.
All right, U.S. corner here.
As what a position that is typically a defender on the left and the right. In this type of game with so much of the ball, they're playing as wingers. They're pinning back the defenders for.
If you're having a good time today, hit that subscribe for us. Help us out. Trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to do 2 games a day for the World Cup until the end.
A very big thing. Alexi talking a lot about that. U.S. had some good looks against England. Couldn't find a way through.
Pulisic.
And you won't do that. Hit in the first
Hey, didn't even get it over anybody. Literally kicked it right to an Iran player.
By the way, that's going to be behind the runner, though. Just in a wrestling match with Rezayan able to win it back. Pulisic skips around for Remy. Pulisic in for Sargent. Sargent took a deflected shot. Chance for Way. His header.
Ah!
Well, it's a big chance for Tim Weah. I think this has got to be one that you go for some type of volley or acrobatic effort. It's so hard when the ball, you see it coming through. It's a good take from Sargent. Is he onside? It would have been tight. But as this ball pops up, Weah is onside. I think you've got to try to take that down across your body. You've got both sides of the defender. You can use your body to shield it, but trying to leap there with the ball coming directly down to try to then head it, it would have taken a really good effort. It ends up.
That was close.
Another good look for the U.S.
Getting the opportunities, man. That's for sure.
Was getting into good spots a lot tonight. That's the second save that they forced officially. They got to find a way to break through. They want to extend their stay here in Qatar. By the U.S. as Orlani couldn't do anything with it. Kenny was taking the space. He got the pass away as he tripped up. Neither of those options, but Anthony Robinson wins it back. We've seen some areas here on this near side, especially where the field is a little bit more chewed up.
We've seen a couple players losing their feet.
Stadiums have been hosting a lot of games in the last 9 days. Robert Carter Vickers, this is his 12th ever appearance for the United States on the ball. Dest trying to drive inside, pass one. Dest pass to second. Serginho Dest pass to third. Dest, it was on there, it was blocked. It's Ream that picks it up. Robinson trying to run around the outside of the defender. He has, and he got room as he gets it in. The ball's still in play.
I think he could have taken the contact there, Anthony Robinson, and might have gotten a foul.
And then Ream miscontrols it out for an Iran throw.
They like that matchup, though. They like the matchups on both sides. Again, it's a fullback. It's Serginho Dest from that right side, slowing his way through. Saw him score one like that in World Cup qualifying where he banged it with the left foot in the top corner. A little roll, step over. Gets him off balance and then is trying to strike it through traffic. And Iran do a good job when the ball gets in these spots, centrally clogging up the field, committing, getting challenges on the ball.
All right, throw in. Side in, Iran.
With referee Antonio Mateo about
time wasting? Yeah.
There just in time, and Cameron Carter-Vickers had to provide a shield for him to get there. Who's down.
Cameron Carter-Vickers, as you said, yeah, he does a good job getting in front as the ball is trying to make its way to Turner. See exactly what the contact is. He just kind of stops his run, and you see that all the time. I don't think that's a foul.
You can sort of see under his shorts there, the right leg. Norlahi heavily strapped right quad groin area. And that was what pulled him off the field in the second half.
They're spraying him with Frozone.
Left leg, they got the magic spray out on.
Defenders around and Elizalde turn around and nutmeg pass. Picking it out. Good cover from Cameron Carter-Vickers there, shielding the ball to make sure it gets to his goalkeeper. And he takes some contact to the chest.
Why the change for Cameron Carter-Vickers tonight?
Well, we talked to Greg Berhalter when he was mulling over that decision, and one of the things that he cited was the fact that Cameron Carter-Vickers plays his club soccer in Scotland for Celtic. They're a team that consistently plays against teams that sit in.
All right, here we go.
And he felt that type of familiarity, even though this is the first time him and Team Marine have played together, and they're starting together at a World Cup, that was what ultimately gave him the nod over Walker Zimmerman. Now, Walker Zimmerman, I thought, has defended well outside of a moment where they gave away a penalty. Hadn't been the best with the ball at his feet. And you can see in this type of game, a center back is going to have a lot of the ball as well, and passing becomes very important. So, Cameron Carter-Vickers got the nod.
Virginia test. Deflected cross. Sargent gets on the end of it. Sargent way up.
Ah! Blasted it too far. They're cranking up and hitting it over the goal.
Takes a little deflection, finds its way to Josh Sargent, plays back to goal. Able to lay it off for Tim Weah, who's just trying to strike this one with power, and he gets underneath it too much. He's trying to just hit it so hard because he knows he's got all the defenders in front. You can see how he just cuts on the underside. It's the underside of the ball, trying to go for the laces, and it flies over the crossbar.
Sixth shot in 33 minutes for the U.S., as many as they had the entire game against Wales last Monday. Yes, just gets that away. Robinson in stride. And it runs too far in front of him.
Another nutmeg.
Elizalde feeling it. Now he's trying to go long too far for Mehdi Taremi. Iran yet to attempt a shot. They have the advantage. It stands now, they're the ones going on, and the U.S. are the ones going home.
It's got Dest here.
Pulisic for Dest on the run. Can he get there to the byline? No, it's out.
Well, that stinks.
I think is how many U.S. fans, I'm sure, are feeling, oh my goodness, that's a filthy little nutmeg, little backwards roll. But just the frustration of when the chances are developing, some good build-up play, that still they're missing that last pass. It was going to be, and it was, one of the biggest questions about this U.S. team coming to this tournament. Where would the goals come from? And they weren't coming from Tim Weah, Christian Pulisic, who was going to be the number 9 that would step up. And you're seeing Sargent having to play more of a role of hold up, point forward, dropping a little underneath because of how deep that Iran are sitting. But still, you still need that threat. Somebody constantly testing those center backs, running behind. And if your role in this game is to open up space, that's fine, 20, 30 minutes, but you still need to make sure When the ball goes wide, you're making good aggressive runs and being an option in the box.
10 minutes to go in the half. Musa on the run, gets it away for Dest. Dest deflected cross, U.S. corner, second of the night.
All right, let's have something good here on the U.S. corner.
The United States, we talked about how they hired a set-piece coach. Actually seen a little conversation right now with Pulisic and Yunus Musa. We've seen them consistently in this tournament just putting balls into the box, trying to win it.
Hey, Rob, what's up, buddy?
Still yet to try a little something different. A set
Good to see you.
And now the bounce of the ball. Did you see that bounce of the ball from Pulisic? We might see something worked by them here and the players at the top of the box.
Pulisic to the top of the box. Dest, it didn't mean him cleanly. Can't get back to it. Ron just read that well, or it was under hit.
Yeah, that was the play. That's the one they're looking for. Christian Pulisic bouncing the ball twice, initiated the set play. All the players knew what was happening. He's trying to pick out Serginho Dest at the top of the box, but under hits the pass.
Fingers going long. Robinson, that was asking a lot of it. Big ball has been on both sides of this. 2002, U.S. actually lost their group stage finale. They snuck in the back door because South Korea beat Portugal at the same time. 2006, the World Cup in Germany, they had to beat Ghana. They wanted to advance. They lost that one 2-1. The only time the U.S. actually won the group stage finale since 1990, the modern era of American soccer, was that only Donovan Algeria game in 2010. Hey, great touch from Musa for Turner's ball out. Tyler Adams, little space to run into. Back for the captain, Tyler Adams. Mr. McKay, Dest making a big run. It's meant for him. Dest is stuck in behind. Dest in the middle. Pulisic!
Yes! Go!
Might have paid the price.
Pulisic!
The U.S. takes the lead.
Whoa!
Serginho Dest is onside, top of the screen, absolutely is. And as the ball comes across, it's Captain America to the rescue for the United States. And he runs right into the goalkeeper at the end of this, but lays it all on the line for his team and for his country, and gets his moment. Assist in the first game. And then a goal here with the United States tournament at stake. And it's Christian Pulisic, right place, right time, and what a header. So brave to get there first. The acceleration through.
I'm gonna rewind now for a second, because he got. I want to say it's a good shot. I want to get a video of it.
Well, let's see if this ball, if Serginho Dest is onside, top of the screen, absolutely is. And as the ball comes across, it's Captain America to the rescue for the United States. And he runs right into the goalkeeper at the end of this, but lays it all on the line for his team and for his country. He gets his moment. Assist in the first game. And then a goal here for the United States. Tournament at stake. And it's Christian Pulisic. Right place, right time. And what a header. So brave to get there first. The acceleration through. It takes the knee of Byron Van at the end of the run. It is still down.
Wow. Took a heck of a shot.
This is what it means. England scoreless with Wales. The U.S. as it stands, if this holds, would play the Netherlands Saturday. Pulisic, the 24-year-old from Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Just look how the game was building. We're talking about how the wide areas would be so important. And the Iranian left back here, Mohammadi, just falls asleep. And then Serginho Dest takes the space and advanced all the way up on the right side. And then you saw Christian Pulisic recognizing that that chance was developing, and he was free. He made that on a beeline.
He's hurt.
He's visibly shaken up here. Not great for the United States, but what is great is the fact that they are leading in this game, and they're going to give him every opportunity before they make a sub.
They are defending with 10 men right now. There's going to be a lot of stoppage time coming, so if you want to theoretically, well, can we just survive it to halftime, give them those 15 minutes? That's an awful lot of defending a man. Line as the cross comes in. Carter Vickers alert. Weah picks it up, gets it away for Sargent. The U.S. is playing down a man right now with Pulisic behind the goal to our left, receiving treatment as it comes across for Sargent. He brings it down, he stumbles, he fires across the face of goal.
Yeah, Pulisic still struggling to walk. You can see him right there with U.S. team doctor, Dr. Bert Mandelbaum. As Josh Sargent again. Now, the United States have started to go a little bit more direct as Iran not as disciplined in their defensive shape. And you're seeing Sargent making the run, the same run that Serginho Dest made as well. They're still, I'm watching down the U.S. bench. They're still waiting for a signal from him. That's what Greg Berhalter's saying. Hold on, let's wait a second. He's going to give it a go.
I mean, this would really be something. You saw how shaken up he was. You saw how hard that collision was. But he's going to try to get back out there and continue. He's not out there yet. U.S. still down a man. Adams trying to recover. Gets the bump in behind. Hassanski and the yellow card for Tyler Adams.
Yeah, tactical foul there for Tyler Adams, stopping a counterattacking opportunity as Pulisic is jogging over the side here. It looks like he is going to come back. My goodness.
Wow.
I mean, you want the definition of laying it on the line for your country right there in a game? Oh my, Pulisic. Big time.
Tyler Adams, the yellow card, his first of the tournament. Christian Pulisic back out there. His goal, sending the U.S. on to the next round as it stands. His 21st for his country. And the free kick now sent in. Off an Iranian head. Pulisic there to release it, and there was an offside flag anyway. Pulisic is still struggling a little bit. Tyler Adams having a chat with him.
I think right now, if the United States or Greg Berhalter and even Pulisic, you want to see, look, you want to give him a chance to give it a go. You try to get to halftime, you reassess, you have a chance for the team training staff to have a look, team doctors as well, and see if he's going to be okay for the second half as Musa almost gets caught in possession. Subs will be important at some point in this game on both sides.
Let's go down to Jenny Taft for more on Christian Pulisic.
It's been so clear, guys, just talking to so many of these U.S. players, the coaching staff. Tyler Adams said that Christian Pulisic has been so focused, so locked in, and he said he has made a name for himself on our team by being a difference maker. We all know what didn't happen for the U.S. 4 years ago, not qualifying. That is something that Christian Pulisic has lived with, and he also said before the tournament, I'm never going to take for granted what I do, playing for the country.
Oh, here they come, Jenny. Sargent released by...
They got a breakaway! Oh! Couldn't pull it off.
Quick break there. And the U.S. not out of the woods yet, because if Iran scored other, they're right back to square one. A second goal would be massive. They have to win. A tie knocks them out.
Well, already you're seeing the game open up a bit in transition for the United States because Iran have to be more aggressive now. They have to step up the field. They have to open themselves up. It was a great-looking move, but then they just tried to pass it in the net. The ball initially from Tyler Adams. Look how he gets out of a tight space here, because the run is on now. If he could play it, couldn't. Opens up the space. Good running from Sargent. Drags 2 defenders with him. Then he gets the overlapping run from Tim Weah. He recognized where the space was and tried to lay it back to him one more time. The shot needs to come off here. Touch out of your feet. Bang. Get the shot off. Instead, looking for the unselfish pass back to Sargent. What a team goal that would have been had they executed on the last one. But I just think Weah there put that one on frame.
We'll have Mohammadi, who's down.
Got another player down.
5 added minutes at the end of this half, of which we've played none so far because Mohammadi got shaken up there. The Iran training staff will come out.
To that Wales game and how good the United States were in the first half. The second half, they allowed Wales to get back in the game, playing more direct. That's fine. But the game was open in transition. The United States did not take advantage of those opportunities. It was decision-making. It was passing. It was too many touches. You can't fall into the same trap. There's going to be opportunities for that second one, and the question is going to be finding it, because Iran are going to bring it all.
Iran right now playing with 10 men because Mohammadi is still down on the far side of the field receiving treatment. Looks like they've might have made the decision.
What's up, John Messina?
Miles Karras is upset about this situation right now. Why they weren't given the opportunity to make the sub. And they will
Gotcha,
make it
comma.
So we'll have Mohammadi is done for the night. Who comes on?
Substitution for Iran, number 5.
Get Pulisic going there. Okay. Let's hit Sargent.
This is awesome. John Messina in the house.
Too far for Kaisafi on the other side. Still upset about things right now. Kaisafi's dropped back to left back right now. Mohammadi off. Dest holds it in. Taremi defending him. Dest got away. Musa just had to be careful there how much he was going to reach in for that one. He runs too far.
Great game so far, yeah.
We've played, or at least we've exhausted 3 minutes out of 5. Not quite sure how much is left. Dest, that's too much for Weah.
I think this has been a good first half for the United States. No shots for Iran. Dominating with the ball. Continuing to put pressure on their back line, and eventually that paid off. Because that was the gap. And talking about the defense for Iran, not making the one play, not going 5 yards. McKenny, no pressure on the ball. Sprays it out to Dest.
+5 on the time.
It still means, though, in the second half, you have to maintain concentration in these types of moments. You have to be strong in the air. You have to be strong in second balls. And don't sit back and just play.
Now Iran's got to change their total game plan.
Is their ability to dominate with the ball and play aggressive and using their strengths. So very good first half, but a long 45 in that second half coming up.
Hardevickers got away with one there because he came to get that header and he didn't get there. And the referee said that he was fouled. The U.S. was able to win it back. Green has Robinson making the run, get enough behind it. Good step by Musa. Sargent holds it up. Pulisic. Robinson now. Way into the middle. Robinson gets under control. Way wants to cross. He's open. It's not going to reach him. Pulisic picks it up. Pulisic to the byline. Forced to cycle it around. Intercepted. Trying to play back for Robinson. Rosati well read there. Good pressure by the U.S. to win it back. Way up, Pulisic. Musa couldn't get through.
Musa.
Great run to win it back.
On his birthday, nonetheless. 20 years old today. Yes.
Ow!
20, 2-0.
Got shoved to the ground.
He's a man possessed. He's all over the field. Couple times getting caught in possession, but in the parts of the field that it's okay, in the attacking half, trying to be inventive, but then still, as soon as the ball turns over, winning it back. He's been immense.
Final second to the half. Sargent for Robinson, trying to cut it back. Sargent still down in the corner. Trying to find the angle. Back for Pulisic, going to the box. Now they're coming in. Pulisic hooks it deep. Just waiting for it. Header one on the outside by Hasafi. Is there time enough for Iran to come the other way? Eddie Taremi. Slowed up by Serginho Dest. Now the outlet pass, read by Cameron Carter-Vickers.
That should be close to the half.
Turner pressured. Able to find Weston McKennie. Still we play on. Final seconds here. McKennie. It's going to be a tight onside decision. Good play is in behind.
Yes!
The flag comes up for offside.
Offsides, though! Oh, no!
And the semi-automated offside system to overturn this and give the U.S. their second goal. Iran are trying to restart play as quickly as possible, so there is no review.
Oh, boy. And we're whistling play on, so that is tight. And we'll get the replay and we'll get the pictures of just how tight it is. But
oh, my God.
And they judged that Tim Weah was just offside.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Iran trying to have some pressure, took their whole attacking line out of the play.
There's the whistle, finally. Wow.
Christian Pulisic, the hero as it stands. Rob Stone up in the corniche at our set. 45 minutes down, 45 to go. Down here in Altamama. The United States won, Iran 0.
'22 FIFA World Cup halftime show on Fox is presented by Verizon. United States with a 1-0 lead over Iran. That result suits the Americans just fine. They're 45 minutes away
Wow.
from advancing out of Group B. As things stand right now, it would be the U.S. and the Netherlands Saturday in the round of 16. Another look at the offside right here. Thought it was 2-0. Flag came up. The Americans getting their second goal of this tournament, and it would be one that would send them through to the round of 16 at the expense of Iran. First half highlights next.
First half highlights coming up next.
World Cup on Fox is sponsored by Verizon. A gift for you, a gift to give.
Wow.
Join us. Visit a store today for our best deals of
Thought
the
for
year.
sure they were golden.
Ah, humbug.
And that stupid Verizon commercial comes on every time.
Tis the season to switch to
I should start calling the Verizon commercial. Here comes the Verizon.
This holiday season, Verizon gives you the new
What do you think? USA able to hold on? Yes or no? Let's put a poll up. We'll put up a halftime poll.
Starting at just $35 Alliance. It's our best deal of the year. Get the network you deserve and the savings you want. Only on Verizon.
Back up in the house. Watching a little soccer. Nice.
It's the FIFA World Cup. And it's football.
Bro, you eating my legs?
Yep.
Okay, those are chips.
Crisps.
Cleats.
Boots.
That is soccer.
No, my friend, that is football.
Okay. Definition. Soccer is a round ball. Football is an oval ball. Like those golden balls.
So we'll ask the world, is it called football?
Or soccer. The stars are coming out to
It's football.
It all comes down to this.
It's soccer. We're doing that again, huh? It's a classic.
No, potatoes.
Soccer.
Football.
Have you won 2 World Cups?
Does it look like I won 2 World Cups? Don't call them Tostitos. It says soccer mom, not football mom. You ever argue with soccer mom? Go ahead. Tell them.
No matter what you call it, don't forget the tips for the FIFA World Cup.
Love these commercials.
Crisps.
Whatever.
The
Great commercials.
Cup halftime show.
It's a Peyton Manning commercial. I love that.
The U.S. men's national team has reached the knockout stage in 3 of their last 4 World Cup appearances. They are 45 minutes away from advancing in this edition of the World Cup. The U.S. with a 1-0 lead over Iran. The result as it stands right now sends the Americans through to the knockout stage. Remember, they must win this game to move on. Rod Stone, Kelly Smith, Clint Dempsey, and Lexi Lawless. A lot of Patriots right here behind us. All 4 teams in Group B still alive for those 2 knockout stage berths. The U.S. has dominated the first 45, an 8-0 shot advantage as we take in our first half highlights.
Lots of opportunities, lots of shots, lots of crosses. Look at this dangerous one for Sergio, just right at the near post. The U.S. all over Iran. Iran doesn't want any part of this. Iran doesn't want any part of this game. They're giving the U.S. the ball. They are giving the U.S. opportunity after opportunity.
Yeah, you can see here, always probing, always trying to play those little dig balls. George Ware, that's his dad.
I could listen to her talk all
Could
day.
have taken that down and take an extra touch. Didn't realise he had that much time.
Again, out wide, ball into the box. Josh Sargent has had a very good half. Drops to Weah here. His eyes get big, and he just slams this one over the top. You're going to see a lot of opportunities from the guys in blue because it was one-way traffic.
We talked about our midfield. They were on fire today. Weston with the great ball over the top to Dennis. What a finish from Christian. We talked about putting your body on the line, and boy, did he ever in this situation. What a great goal for him. Way to open up his account for this tournament, and the team's doing what they need to do, up 1-0.
Weston McKinney just dropping dimes all over the field, and the bravery from Pulisic, the reaction in Kansas City.
Why are we just showing Kansas City? Just Kansas City.
That collision kept him on the sideline, and then the American soccer version of Willis Reed gets up and wakes his way out back onto the field. Live standings from Group B. England sitting on 5 points as well. They're currently playing Wales on FS1, the U.S. on 5 as well. Again, the top 2 move on to the next stage. Christian Pulisic, we were talking about, we need some bravery. We need some of those old Clint Dempsey faces. and that was a moment that we're going to remember from Christian Pulisic.
Yeah, you got to put your body on the line. We've had the crosses in the game, but no one's getting on the end of things. And you got to sacrifice your body sometimes for the team, for your country. And that's what he did there. He want for your legacy as well. He wanted it more than the opposition. And that's what you have to do if you want to win games and get out of the group stage.
He's taking a gamble, isn't he? His instinct is getting there. He's putting his body on the line. He doesn't care if he gets hurt as long as the ball goes in the back of the goal.
He smelled it. He made up 5-6 yards being behind the defenders here. But keep in mind, the U.S. in the first game against Wales, great first half, disaster second half. Iran is going to change. They are going to change things, and they're going to come out flying. They better be ready, the U.S.
Your first half moment is sponsored by Verizon. Christian Pulisic's first World Cup goal, a massive one. He paid the price for it, but he got back up on his feet.
COVID-19. Some people get it, and some people can get it bad. And for those who do get it bad, it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, asthma, or smoking. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, don't wait. Ask your healthcare provider right away if an authorized oral treatment is right for you.
Imagine experiencing the intensity, the passion, and the spectacle of the greatest tournament on earth every single year. Soccer's top teams, all battling to be crowned champion of champions. Not the country, but the club. How about that? World-class coverage of world-class soccer. Don't stop watching. Magnificent! The UEFA Champions League. Stream every match exclusively on Paramount+.
These moments don't last forever, but Duracell can make them last longer.
show.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in and get away. Get 0% APR on the 2023 Tucson, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Plus get a $500 first responder or military coupon.
We'll make a new bet around every 2 seconds. Not only on the game, but on the game of life. Betting that love is just a swipe away. Betting on picking up that curious hitchhiker carrying a bowling bag. And betting that he doesn't turn out to be a cornhole prodigy. Every moment in life is a bet. But life doesn't offer you $200 in free bets when you bet just 5. So bet on FanDuel, now live in Maryland, and make every moment more.
Our lives are shaped by overcoming challenges, discovering opportunities, and pursuing excellence. So, take this defining moment, this first step, to learn voraciously, question courageously, compete ferociously, and serve selflessly. The future is now. Choose to live it significantly. Apply to Mount St. Mary's University.
You're making all the difference out there, kid.
Dortmund. Was hier nicht wow. Next big American pressure.
So where do you think this pressure is coming from?
Everyone. I'm just taking a minute.
So much pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. True.
Prolific! He scores!
The world doesn't come together like this very often. But when it does, the results can be extraordinary. Qatar is committed to that idea and growing its potential as a partner, investor, and innovator. With
All right, so this has been good so far for the U.S. We'll see what they can pull off here as we go to the second half. 45 minutes from them making and doing what they need to do. Over under. I was looking at what I played on that. 25. That'd be nice, but oh well. All right. Interesting.
Getting them in the mood, banging out a couple selfies here today. 2 round of 16 spots have already been claimed. The Netherlands won Group A by taking care of business against Qatar. Cody Gakpo with his 3rd goal of the tournament. They win it 2-0. Senegal also advanced courtesy of a 2-1 win over Ecuador. They secured their 2nd ever knockout stage berth. And first in 20 years, the captain, Chelsea's Kalidou Koulibaly, with his 1st international goal, turned out to be the game winner. 4 more matches tomorrow. First up, Group D concludes with Tunisia and already advanced France on Fox. Then Australia, Denmark on FS1. Later, Group C action. Poland meeting Argentina and Messi on Fox. Then Saudi
So that's at 9 a.m. tomorrow? I got to get up even earlier then.
S1.
I thought it was at...
Still to come.
Time of the game.
Good morning, America. Rise and shine. All across the country, we're getting up early this year with one thing on our mind. Football! It's
Australia game. We're supposed to do the Australia game tomorrow.
In all the colors.
Let's see what time that is.
Well, you need the world to know this is our year. Because the beautiful game
belongs to all of us.
Get Google Pixel 7 Pro for free. Plus, get Pixel Watch, Pixel Buds Pro, and more for free.
So Poland and Argentina is at 2.
Hurry up, Dad. You've been in there forever.
I'm trying. This cheap stuff is
Tunisia and
I
France
told you not to get the other toilet
is at
paper.
10.
Here's the new Charmin Ultra Strong.
My bottom's been saved.
With its diamond leaf
Australia
texture,
and
new
Denmark
Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better with fewer
is at
sheets
10.
and less effort.
That's what we're doing. Australia and Denmark at 10 o'clock.
Okay, hon. We know you're clean. We all go.
Making sure we got the games right. They showed 9 o'clock on the stream. I'm like, hell, I don't want it to get up that early.
New Balance. We got now. Rated M for mature. Hope. Barely slipping away.
closing in. This dead moon. It's not done with me yet. Just one thing to do. Survive.
PlayStation.
Punch their ticket to the playoffs as they battle Purdue, the Big Ten Championship. Saturday at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
The United States back on the field at Al-Tumama Stadium in a game they must win against Iran. Christian Pulisic is not with them. He has not come back out of the locker room. At least as we have seen, he has been substituted off. The goal scorer for the U.S. tonight, replaced by Brendan Aronson. A change as well for Iran. Argonos making his debut at this tournament.
That's not good for USA.
Their all-time leading scorers, and who was so involved in the attacking moves they were trying to create. Second change for Iran, including the injury move they had to make at left back. So we don't know any more on Pulisic. All we know is that his night is done as he suffered that heavy collision in scoring the goal in the 38th minute, which as it stands is sending the United States through to the knockout stage in a meeting with the Netherlands on Saturday. Brendan Aronson taking his place out of the left wing. What does Aronson bring him? What becomes key in this second half?
Well, Aronson...
No, he's still hurt.
...will bring a lot of energy to this team. A cutting edge...
USA getting the ball first.
His ability to press the ball. So this is a high-level player that's coming in for Christian Pulisic, plays in the Premier League with Leeds, and has been on the verge of starting. Gets a big opportunity here in the second half to play some significant minutes. Can he be a difference maker in the final third? I think the U.S. have to find a second goal here. That's going to be very important for this team, but it's much of the same. Iran are going to play more aggressively. They're going to push up the field. There's going to be space in transition as Aronson was about to get his first touch, but it's whistled for offside.
Second half underway, a little past 11 p.m. here in Qatar, a little past 11:30 p.m. in Tehran, which is half an hour ahead of us. Just past 2 o'clock in St. Louis, Missouri, which has produced a number of American players and 2 starters on this field, Josh Sargent and Tim Ream, for an American team that has to win tonight. Aronson, it's too far in front of him. Oh, he might get back to it. He has. Brendan Aronson trying to get back to that second touch. Baron Van.
Wow.
2 saves in the first half, comes across to collect. Iran need only a draw to advance. The U.S. has to win. Reed got just a little bit of a touch. Taremi couldn't take it in stride. He's got options running in. Tyler Adams, once again,
to the rescue.
Adams doing a great job.
Taremi's playing through the middle. Osmond is going out of the game, so his speed now gives them a different element through the middle. It's going to be a different type of game as opposed to a player in Osmond who kept wanting to come towards the ball. So now you're going to get runners in behind Tim Ream and Cameron Carter-Vickers. Communication is important. Defensive positioning is important. And still, pressure on the ball and those quick transitions for the United States.
Aronson, Josh Sargent from an angle. Sargent bobbled and covered up by Baron Van, his 3rd save of the game.
These types of runs have been good from both Sargent and from Weah. Look at the timing of that one. He is onside there. But running across, so he takes the center back who has to now follow him all the way across to even get a challenge on Josh Sargent. He's trying to hit that far post. Not a bad looking strike with the left foot. Had a lot to do from that angle though.
And you saw there as we tossed to Rob, Tim Weah offside by half a body length. And what would have been the second goal in first half stoppage time. Oh, the U.S. right back on the attack. Aronson behind Weah. Steers it to Musa. Good play. The return for Weah. Adams comes across. The U.S. has momentum. They have the ball. They got to be able to cash this in, because what you don't want to do is be defending for your life in the final minutes, knowing that an Iran tying goal can knock you out. A lot of what we saw they were not able to do to get over that hump against England on Friday.
What's up, Austin? Welcome in.
Long switch for Anthony Robinson. 1v2, finds Musa. Aronson turns, resets wide. Robinson's cross, U.S. corner.
right, what a great impact already from Brendan Aronson.
Hanging in there, buddy. Hanging in there.
Actually sometimes benefits you coming in as a sub at the half, as opposed to trying to get up to the speed of the game so quickly as the game is flowing, because you're starting from cold as everybody else is. He's finding good pockets right in front of the defense behind the midfield. He's playing on the half turn already, so his first touch is facing goal, and the timing of his passes. Now he's going to take set pieces. What does that change as well? What kind of service can he provide as the U.S. weren't able to cash in under Pulisic?
On their first 2 corners of the night, this is the third. Aronson swung in. Carter Vickers was close to it. Aronson a sprint to get out to the second ball, and he can't do so. Hey, Taremi on the run. Ozane making a run. Golos making a run. Taremi carrying himself, and finally runs out of steam. And then Adams pulled over from behind.
I thought that Aronson could have made a foul, ended up letting him go. Great work in the end, though, by the United States and Serginho Dest.
Getting Taft, down to you for the latest.
Well, Greg Berhalter confirmed to me it's an abdominal injury for Christian Pulisic. He said the biggest thing right now, we want to win this game, and that was the latest with Pulisic. In terms of the energy I was hearing from the group guys, loudest I've heard them coming back after the break, continue to say we cannot let them get into this thing or fight back. Weston McKennie continued to say, we are not going to let them get comfortable with us. This is our game.
We're on the ball again. That one's the wrong side of Taremi, though. Well, can the U.S. make sure that's a talking point? But they have one more game to play. Pulisic's condition. Boy, Josh Sargent now.
It takes a knee to the back. But letting him play, Sargent's still down behind the play. I thought he did a good job getting his body in the way, trying to hold it up, and Hosseini just comes right through the back of Josh Sargent. Still on the ground, the United States with the ball.
Sargent's still down. He's trying to get to his feet as Musa slides through it. Yelling at him and just sort of shrugging his shoulders like, look, it wasn't a foul.
Yeah. Well, it's the right knee. It's the right knee of Hosseini right into the back. And you see in that clip the facial expression of Josh Sargent, which tells you the point of contact was before the ball even gets to him.
England are leading 2-0 against Wales. That was the only thing that could mean a tie wouldn't be enough is if Wales won that game. So that does just sort of solidify this notion that if Iran can get a tying goal and it's 1-1, it's Iran who advance, it's the U.S. who are on an airplane ride home tomorrow. So this thing's far from done. And here come Iran. Green had to be careful the last moment. Zayan has it back. Zayan gets the cross in, and it's over there. Turner rooted to his line, and
wow,
couldn't get inside of Gonos.
And he gets a high five from Carter Vickers, because right here, Serginho Dest is actually caught a little flat-footed, but able to get enough of contact and pressure here on the strike to force that header over the goal. So that's just another reminder there for the United States. You're going to see a lot of this. Iran aren't going to go down without a fight in this game.
That's their first shot of the night. Oh, out of the step-overs from Musa. Opens it up wide to Anthony Robinson. Numbers pouring forward for the United States. Robinson. And he got closed down there. And Rezayan, and he couldn't make the connection with Aronson. Of nerves right now inside Al Tumama Stadium on the south end of Doha. Sandy goes long. Green wins the header. Nelson was trying to lay that off for McKennie. Again. Zayan's cross. Green heads away. And a bounces out for US throw.
USA gets it back.
He's got to get a little deeper defensively there and help out Anthony Robinson. They were 2 against 1, and there was the overlapping run that allowed the time and space for that cross to come in. Defending crosses, something we talked about all the way at the beginning of the first half, is going to be key. Getting pressure on that, not allowing time and space to get good quality balls in. There will be numbers crashing that box.
Sargent came out of there with the way of making the run. It's Dest running forward. Serginho Dest thinking about it. Serginho Dest, and just got a little bit tripped up there as he was trying to play the pass. He's upset, thought there was a foul.
They are letting them play, that's for sure. On both ends.
Taremi who has the ball. It's Godos who's in the middle. It's Taremi running at and around Carter Vickers, who does just enough in the end, and then Taremi follows through on Matt Turner.
Yeah, when Carter Vickers, he hesitates, he backed off. Serginho Dest was out of position on the right. He was caught up the field.
What's up, Phil?
He was with Taremi and then decided to just relinquish the space, and it allowed him to pick it off. And then he tries to round the corner, but look at the job he does there, getting that initial touch on him, a burst of speed, and then the strength at the end of that without making a challenge to give away a penalty. The ball was out. There was some contact on that Turner at the end of that play. A little shaky moment there from Cameron Carter-Vickers that comes down to decision-making and communication, especially recognition that your teammate was all the way up the field.
Communication in a loud stadium. The guy hasn't played a ton and has never played before for the U.S. with his center back partner, Tim Ream.
Awesome, Phil. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging with us for a bit.
That's good patience, good possession, working the back line from Iran, eventually waited for Weston McKennie to break up the field, finds a little slip pass to Aronson, skips by his man with a little cheeky nutmeg there, and then trying to pick out the run of Josh Sargent, got himself into a good spot, but it's the trail leg that stops the ball getting to him. Nice move from the United States in the front corner.
Was a nice move.
Fourth of the game, second to be taken by Brendan Aronson, the halftime injury replacement for the goal scorer, Christian Pulisic. And it comes to the back post. And the U.S. will get another on the near side.
Another corner kick.
Turn to milk the clock a little bit with a lead. Aronson elsewhere at the near post looking for Weah. Long run for McKennie, gets there first. Gets it back, stumbles, gets back up, keeps the ball.
57, Mark. 57.
Ray is going to get on the end of this.
Run it down. Run it down. Nice job.
And he runs out of room for the cross.
Fans turn now to try to inject a little energy into their team with the ball. You see them stepping up their pressure in times. A little bit of desperation now from them. The U.S. are going to have a spell in this second half. They've been under a bit of pressure already. We're going to have to weather some of that. And there's Taremi again.
Offside.
Offside, that helps.
He couldn't get it away in time.
Changes will be key. Subs will be very important in the second half. There's the offside call. Taremi just going a little bit too soon. We have seen subs score goals. We have seen tactical formation switches from coaches have a big effect. It's going to be important for the United States to keep energy and pressure on the ball, not dropping off deep. So at what point does Greg Berhalter go to his bench again in this second half? I'd be looking at a guy like Gio Reyna for some possession.
Yes, for Sargent. Aronson wants it, and Sargent just whiffed.
Ah!
Trying to get the pass away.
They had a breakaway again. Jake the goalie, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you for subscribing.
Side on the turn, Karimi. Adams stepped in the block. That was last off the Iranian player. It's quickly back in. Safi inside. Josh Sargent defensive work. Adams helping as well. Wea. Great work.
Oh, Aaronson's got space if he can go.
Powell.
The other position I'm wondering, John, is do you swap out your striker soon? Josh Sargent's having to do a lot of defensive work. It's that kind of game now, and you have to be an outlet in possession. You have to use your hold-up play. You have to run the channels, but you still have to come back and defend. And energy can set the tone. So do we maybe see Jesus Ferreira for the first time in this tournament in that position?
Mama Stadium. The United States as it stands advancing to the next round of the tournament. Iran as it stands going home. Anthony Robinson, heavy first touch. And the ball from Weston McKennie. Christian Pulisic, first half goal. Collision with the goalkeeper after. He was down for a while. He played through the half. Abdominal injury was the report Greg Berhalter gave to Kenny Taft. He was subbed out at halftime for Brendan Aronson.
What's up, Mike? Welcome in.
The U.S. out of the World Cup, and it would be Iran who advanced to face the Netherlands on Saturday. Winners of Group A. The great cutback. Rezayan, space and time. Rezayan's cross in. Ream up in the air to the top of the box. Way a collision of bodies. Comes out of there with it. Way up. Trying to escape.
Really important clearance from Tim Ream there at the near post. And then equally as important from Tim Weah to get his team up the field, an outlet with his speed and into the breakaway, good close control, draws in the challenge, wins the throw in the attacking half, and it just allows you to take a pause coming off the back with some pressure there from Iran. Looks like Kellen Acosta coming over to the U.S. bench.
Yes. For Weah. Out for Sargent. Iran will make another sub in a moment as well. And Ream's going to carry forward. Pass was blocked right back to him. Logs it wide for Anthony Robinson.
Oh, both guys down.
Both players in a huge shout of pain. Ramin Rezayan.
Anthony Robinson going up for the challenge. It's accidental contact. Ends up scraping down the back leg of Rezayan.
He was screaming and writhing in pain. Now he's fine. Now he's complaining to the referee. Which one is it?
Israel was screaming and shouting, but now he's going to continue.
See, even those announcers said the same thing.
As a sub in the second half against Wales might have saved the USA's World Cup with that rugby tackle of Gareth Bale, who was looking to score from midfield with that turner out of his goal in the final seconds. Sargent, good pressure. As it's Talahi able to get away, though. Godos running a test. Godos hooking that in behind the target. Diving header by Robinson, not all the way clear. Robinson doesn't get to the second.
Uh-oh.
The box ream comes across into the middle. To maybe a chance.
Woo! They got lucky. They got really lucky on that one.
And doesn't go as aggressively into this tackle.
Yeah, two more people down.
So he ends up just pulling out a little bit because he doesn't want to give away a penalty. And then it's a pick-out pass, evades the first one, and it's Godos at the back post.
A cameraman got his camera smacked on that one with a ball.
Vickers makes the first one, and he just can't wrap around it enough and stay over the top of it. He's trying to pick out that far corner. Matt Turner would have had no chance. He shielded there. And the U.S. narrowly evading one. It's actually from Weston McKinney. McKinney started to tire a little bit there, John. In that last one, struggling to get back and make that extra 10, 15-yard run. It's a sub we've seen consistently for Greg Berhalter.
He was coming off a quad injury, didn't play for a couple of weeks coming into the World Cup. Hasn't been able to go 90. But has been able to, as you made the point, talk the last couple of days, set the tone for the U.S. as a starter. Even if he's not 100%, and Kellen Acosta's on the field. Iran were preparing two substitutions, didn't make them just yet. Godos closed down by Sargent. Fingers under pressure. 25 minutes to go.
25 to go. 25 plus extra.
One of the words you hear a lot in soccer is suffer. Greg Berhalter has talked about that for his team's ability to suffer through moments in games. This is a great example of that. England are not suffering. Wales are. 3-0 to the English. They're cruising atop the group. We'll play Senegal Sunday as it stands. Marcus Rashford getting his second. As the noise and the intensity is only building for a desperate Iran in search of a goal that would send them on for the first time in their history to the knockout stage and send the U.S. home.
Be careful, this one might stay in here.
No idea. I don't know what they get. I don't think they get paid. I think they have all their expenses paid for them. I don't think they get paid.
Just to get on top of trying to be overly aggressive. Tim Weah he's been clever, and the way in which he's held the ball.
I could be wrong, but I don't know.
He was able to feel the pressure coming from the inside, so he spins and was able to break away, but he felt just enough contact goes down, and again, just settling that down. The United States need to get back to having a spell of possession with the ball. That's a good-looking ball from Dest, picking out Aronson.
Look like a handball it was, and a free kick coming in a great shooting position for the United States, and already Brendan Aronson and Kellen Acosta are having a discussion on who's going to take it.
Kellen Acosta of LAFC and MLS, your MLS Cup champions, scored a goal in that final from a set piece from this type of area. It took a deflection on the way through, but he can strike a really good ball.
This will be interesting.
It is between him and Aronson. It's Kellen Acosta holding it right now.
27-year-old from Dallas, Texas, was one of the players on the field 5 years ago when the U.S. failed to qualify for the last World Cup. Didn't play for 2 entire years for the United States before he became irreplaceable over the course of the last year and a half. Now with just over 20 minutes to go in a must-win game at the World Cup. Kellen Acosta setting the ball. The Yunus Musa now comes over.
Now this was something we saw the U.S. practicing all the way back in Kansas City for that friendly ahead of Uruguay. Watching Yunus Musa strike them with the inside of the foot, going for that kind of knuckle approach. They had a camera filming it and everything, working on his technique. But I wonder if it is Yunus Musa calling off Kellen Acosta here.
Well, it is his birthday.
Oh, really, Rob? I didn't know that. I thought it was like the Olympics.
New York City native stands over it. Aaron Van getting himself set. It's Musa. He just couldn't get it down.
Couldn't get it down. Too high.
Yeah, that's what he was going for. That type of technique, you open up your foot, you try to hit the ball to where it knuckles a little bit and has the dip over the wall. He just couldn't get enough of the top spin to get it down.
Adams was beat there. Just a speculative long ball from Baron Van. Adams upset he didn't get a shout. He didn't know that Mehdi Taremi was coming over the back of him. And Iran get a throw up the field. So they are now going to be in a moment making their 2 substitutions they were preparing earlier. See the substitute drawing the ball there. Hassan Isafi, the captain, 32 years of age. Long throw in, gets the flick across. Anthony Robinson there for the second ball. Sargent trying to lead the pressure. Isafi touching the air from Godos, who had that miss a few minutes ago. Godos controls on Dest. As a Talahi.
Whoa! Just over top the goal.
I'm surprised he ends up shaping up to shoot this one. He's a long way out. It would take a lot to be one of the better shot stoppers and goalkeepers in Matt Turner at this tournament. Just long way. They had runners crashing in front of the box. But now we're going to get 2 subs here.
Rizada and Hasafi are the 2 numbers that they put up. There seems to be some confusion and argument, though, on the Iran bench about maybe that's not who they wanted to bring off. It's Harabi, who's appeared as a substitute in now all 3 games in the group. Rafaz Jalali, just his 5th ever appearance for Iran, his first at this tournament, is the other to come on.
Hey, Tina.
Different left back of the night for Iran. An injury and a substitution. Sargent, the body of the defender, brought down off the chest. Can he find the outlet? Yes, here's Brendan Aronson. There's little moments where the U.S. can try to keep possession some. Catch up to it. Laganji is there. Yes, thought that was going out, and it does. Yes. Running away with the group. That's miscontrol. Laganji, Sargent has it now. The U.S. join England in the knockout stage. A win would do it. Tying goal for Iran would send the U.S. home. Iran would go on at their expense. All the possession, all the statistical advantage, and be wiped away in a moment.
What, buddy? Okay.
Dest would be a matchup against the country of his birth, the Netherlands, coming for the U.S. on Saturday if they can win this.
Who I feel has been terrific, Serginho Dest, attacking and defending. And the assist on the goal tonight.
Iran trying to go quickly as the U.S. turned it over. They're pouring some numbers forward. Was trying to recover. Aronson, a touch. Robinson late to react. Just got there in front of Taremi. Most of a big header win. Sargent trying to accelerate, runs away from him. Oh, and then an awkward collision there with Hosseini. Josh Sargent's down in pain.
Yeah, it was awkward after the ball.
Oh, ow. Hyperflexed his leg.
Yeah, that didn't look good for Sargent.
That didn't look good at all.
Just watch if you can.
That looked ugly.
A little bit of hyperextension there for... Here comes the training staff now to look at that one. We do have Haji Wright down to our right.
No, stay out of the trash can. Hey, did you hear me?
So this will be time added on, and this will be time that will bring much anxiety for everyone in the building if it remains 1-0. Sargent, second start at this tournament for the United States.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't come in for the national team for an entire year.
Instantly holding that right ankle, which is what is being evaluated right now by U.S. team training staff.
What's the game plan for this kind of situation? You've got 15, probably more like 20 or 25. Are you trying to get that second? How do you balance it out, knowing that the Iran goal the other way knocks you down?
What you're trying to do is keep your opponent as far away from your goal as you can by using the ball. You'd love a second, absolutely. And I think for the U.S., the chances are going to be there, but you don't take too many risks. And by that, it's not playing passes, high-risk passes in the middle of the field, not taking too many touches, still using the ball, spreading the field. Yeah, Weston McKennie, who came off, look at him, he's up off the bench, talking to players, coming over to get a little bit of water. A lot of discussion right now between the U.S. team staff over here, Greg Berhalter and his assistants.
The ball's back in play. Sargent is off to the side, so the U.S. is defending a man short right now until either Sargent returns or the U.S. gets a sub on the field. Iran are preparing their fifth and final substitution with a quarter hour plus stoppage time to go. Christian Pulisic suffered an injury while doing so. But he has the lone goal tonight. Bonus for Iran, trying to barge his way through. Musa and Adams combining. Almost had it hacked away. Robinson gets rid of it for Aronson.
It looks like Haji Wright that's going to be a foul. It might give U.S. an opportunity, and it's going to be a yellow card. So it's Haji Wright coming in for Josh Sargent here. U.S. going to make a change up front.
This was Saini given the yellow. Being helped to his feet right now.
It's a great first touch, and he feels Hosseini coming in very aggressively. So clever, just lifts the ball over his foot, and now you kind of drag your leg a little bit, and you take some of that contact to win the foul. It allows the U.S. to make the sub. Here comes Haji Wright. At the start the other night against England, and tonight coming off the bench for his 6th appearance in the United States.
Iran making a sub as well. Golizade coming off. Safari is on. Scored a goal in their group stage finale, a 1-1 draw with Portugal 4 years ago. It was not enough to get them through. They needed to win that night. If they get a come-from-behind draw tonight, as they did 4 years ago, that would be enough to take them through to the knockout stage for the first time in their history. The United States have the edge. They have the margin, but only just.
Just going back to your earlier question, I think the key word for the United States becomes control. You try to control the game with the ball, but then if you have to do some defensive work, you do that too, and you stay disciplined, you stay organized, you try to maintain and control the game through your pressure as well, keeping Iran back defensively, not opening up through the middle of the field, getting pressure on the crosses wide, and then still with control, pushing forward when you can. As Tim Williams coming over to help out Anthony Robinson there.
Aronson was tracking back to help. Right out jumped in his first action tonight. Second ball. Randy Dodson wide. Foot race to get to it. Almost there in front of Des. Leah trying to put some pressure on. Jalali. Adams couldn't get the tackle. Wide it comes. Godos. Connor Vickers. Shoulder to shoulder. Now the Iran bench is furious. They're all leaping up. They want a foul to go.
They didn't get one.
Well, Connor Vickers made a great run there. 30-yard run from the central position where he's playing and comes out. That run had come from inside to out, down into the channel. He gets there first and a little bit of contact, but I think it's enough where they're both challenging for the ball and he gets his shoulder across him.
Jay Taft reporting from the sideline. Josh Sargent, tears in his eyes. He was sent back across to the U.S. bench. Just get there. Worry about the injury concerns, the availability concerns later. They got to win this game for that to matter for Saturday. Raleigh wanted to get a pass away, didn't have an option. Zayon running inside, slides through it to keep it, catches Hachi right. Zayon sort of parking it right to get back to his feet. 10 minutes to go.
Oh, whistle.
All the tricks are going to come out now. All that matters now is winning by any means necessary. And that's what you're going to see in the final 10 minutes plus stoppage time. U.S. will make 2 substitutions the next opportunity.
I'd like to make them now on this set piece because one of them is Walker Zimmerman, 2 defenders of Nashville SC and Major League Soccer, Jack Moore and Walker Zimmerman preparing to come on. I wonder, doesn't look like they're going to get these subs before this set piece here.
You don't like to sub on a defensive set piece because you're going to rework the marking. Generally, they will do so. Dest will come off. We saw Moore come on late.
What's up, Stephen Smith?
Against England.
I got to say here, too, let's see the line of defense.
I'm not sure. Somebody could Google that for him.
Feels like a pretty high defensive
Something, International Football Association.
where they're setting that line and Matt Turner.
One way, the other is off. So an extra center back on. Defensive-minded formation now. The rest of the way.
So you look for runners from deep and the decision-making of Matt Turner.
So one of my mods will look it up for us real quick, and they'll throw it up. I'm sure it's something International Football Association. Oh! Big save.
Well, they're screaming for a handball. Video assistant referee will have a look at it behind the play as Musa carries forward. It's still in play. No, it is going to be pulled back for a foul.
Thank you, Sebastian.
He comes in on the second ball. They're trying to hold the play around, of course, because they want this play to be reviewed. Let's see how it bounces up at the back post. There's no offside. Walker Zimmerman keeping the defender on side. He ends up missing the challenge, but is it the hand of Shaq Moore? No, you're not going to get that. I don't think it rolls up his body. No handball.
Going to be a yellow card shown to a player on Iran's bench. A different type of nervousness from 2010 where the U.S. was chasing the game. Now they're defending for their lives. The Iran goal knocks the U.S. out of the World Cup and sends Iran forward for the first time in their history to the knockout stage. U.S. as it stands advancing. The game they have to win. Matt Turner credited with his first save of the entire night in that sequence. 7 minutes. Plus we would anticipate an awful lot of stoppage time for the injuries. Moore again tested 1v1. Knocks it wide.
So the U.S. have switched into a back five now. Shaq Moore playing on this side, 3 center backs. Walker Zimmerman got in the middle.
As Talahi sends it in, Turner with the catch.
So what they're trying to do is make sure that they can get pressure. They can release their wide defenders, which is Anthony Robinson on the left-hand side. Here it is again. No shot of a handball. Well, a shot of a handball, but no clear handball for me there. Karimi is asking the referee for it. So you want Shaq Moore and Anthony Robinson to be able to release a little bit and get pressure on the crosses. It still means work in front, though, from Yunus Musa and Kellen Acosta. A lot of the ball for Iran. U.S. can't get a hold of it.
Moore commits a foul. Advantage played here. Iran continue with it. Zayan. Robbie. England cruising. U.S. holding on by a thread, but it's still just enough. Iran know they have to score to keep their World Cup alive. Talahi up the gut. Karimi picks it up.
Small drink.
Zimmerman,
small drink.
Clearance, only partially clear. As Talahi goes down, no foul. Adams, well, he was tripped up. U.S. would love to get that free kick. They're not going to. Aronson all by himself right now. That chase around, won the ball, miscontrolled it out for a throw.
Hey, Molly.
Now called in action.
It's a really important balance defensively for the United States when the ball's in key areas, not giving away silly fouls, not being overly aggressive in non-dangerous situations, because the Iranians will be looking to go down and try and win free kicks. You gotta dig deep. This is digging deep now defensively without the ball, making sure you don't fall asleep, you follow your marks.
Chance to get on the end of that from Turner and does. Flips off the defender. Aronson running inside of him. That makes the pass. Aronson cuts it back. Does he have the option? Late run from Shaq Moore. Cuts it back down. It's cleared away. Carter Vickers defending on his own. Remy able to lay it back. Iran gained possession in the middle third of the field. It's a great cut by Jalali. Slowed up by Kellen Acosta. 3 minutes plus stoppage time.
And that could be a big number. We've seen that a lot in this tournament.
The U.S. players beaten with that one pass. Zayan crossing in. Now Turner was screaming at Shaq Moore to let it go. Moore nods it out for a throw and not a corner. Cross coming in from deep. Zimmerman there. We've just seen on our board 9 added minutes on the way. Buckle up, America.
Oh boy.
Bilali. Back Moore defending. Bilali. Tackled out by Moore. Is it going to be a corner or a
throw? That's what he's whistling for.
As Kanani, the substitute, who got a yellow card earlier. This is Iran's first corner kick of the entire game in the 89th minute as they desperately seek a tying goal, which for them would be a winning goal. They only need a tie to advance. And it comes. Turner stays at home. Zimmerman got knocked down, no foul, but no one there.
Only one man up, though. Brendan Aronson going to try and hold it up here against a couple of
Yeah, exciting ending coming.
And that'll be a U.S. throw, and that'll relieve some pressure, and that'll milk some of this clock. Kick United States as we cross into the 90th minute.
Just uses his big frame to draw in the challenge from Karimi, who's overly aggressive, comes through the back. And as you saw, just the United States slow to take the set piece, trying to milk the clock.
Wasn't quite ready for it, trying to get back to it and can't. Remy, more first two. Yunus Musa will spin away. Aronson wants it. Musa, can he get it away? No, he lost his footing as he had more advancing. And now Shaq Moore's got to get back. It goes long. That'll work for the U.S.
Too many touches there from Yunus Musa, especially after Shaq Moore had made that run to overlap him. That's the type of play, though, that you have to be smart. What I was talking about earlier, because you have a player who's out of position. You take those touches, there's a big hole in the defense. The U.S. got lucky that Iran made a bad decision with the ball there.
9 minutes to play at least at Al-Tumama Stadium. The United States as it stands advancing to face the Netherlands on Saturday in the round of 16. Iran as it stands going home. But an Iran goal knocks the U.S. out of the World Cup, sends them home tomorrow, and would send Iran forward to the knockout stage for the first time in their history.
+9, +9.
It's Remy coming all the way back to try to help in the build-up. Oh, it comes now. Godos brings it down. It's Alahi. Karimi. Back to the outside. Zayan. Robbie nowhere to go. 1 minute gone to the 9. Godos for Jalali. More defending. Jalali gets the cross in. Turner came for it. Zimmerman got his head to it.
Great header, Walker Zimmerman, and he had to be sure. Sometimes as a center back, you have to make that decision. Turner would have had that, but you can't take chances.
Jalali in, a little bit of contact. Carter Vickers got to do something here. Plays it safe and out.
Oh, wow.
As we welcome those of you joining us on FS1 who just saw England beat Wales to advance. We're at Al-Tumama Stadium in the south end of Doha. The United States as it stands advancing. Iran, a tie goal would knock the U.S. out, send Iran through.
Yeah, barely contact, but enough that the attacking player there felt it and goes down to win a free kick. These are the type of situations you want to advance, mark him in, clear it out. These are big-time set-piece defending here for the United States.
Zayan stands over it. And Turner set. Zayan in.
Oh! Just missed.
It's Perella Ganji going for it, and the U.S. fans, I'm sure that's the face of many at home watching this right now as the United States trying to hold on here. Tyler Adams is with him step for step. He goes to ground, it's low trajectory, he's trying to find out that near post, ends up heading it wide. U.S. milking some clock, Matt Turner pushing the whole team up. Still 6 minutes to go.
Christian Pulisic, 38th minute goal, came off injured at the half in a collision with the Iranian goalkeeper as he scored. That's the difference right now. It is the U.S. advancing the round of 16 this weekend. Women's World Cup. Eddie Taremi, their star forward. It is very warm. It is very muggy here. He's limping. He's trying to get some fluids in. He was getting fluids in earlier. Robinson intercepts the crossfield pass. Brendan Aronson, who didn't realize how close he was to it, wins the header. Archie Wright couldn't pick a pocket. Almost in there. Adams flies all the way forward to help defend that one. Robinson shepherds it out.
That's a good step. Good step from the midfield there from Tyler Adams, taking some initiative to come out and get pressure on Puralaganji there, and it forced that errant pass. Because the easy one would have been just to drop off. Haji Wright goes and pressures the keeper. That then initiates the other players to step up alongside him, all resulting now in the United States having some territory advantage and being in the attacking half. Something we haven't said too much in the last 25 minutes.
Green there misplayed the pass. One run on the outside. Godos running with Tyler Adams. That ball out of bounds. U.S. throw as we are halfway through the 9 added minutes. There, trying to get the U.S. to go quickly. Iran will be doing the exact same thing if the situation was reversed. 4 minutes at least to go. And Blue reacting to that throw. Wright throws his body in. Aronson can't keep it in play. Iran throw. U.S. got to get themselves reset here. To Jalali at the near side. Musa poked it away. Can the U.S. escape? But he's just going to drag Musa down.
Wow.
He'll take the
yellow card.
We'll take the time off the clock.
Great work, Yunus Musa. He made a 10-yard run there, and he is gassed. Just look at his body language on the ground here, and gets pulled up on the other side, and then he's breaking away. You can see clearly the pull of the shirt. Trying to take the shirt off him.
Both teams out of subs. Team's collective gas tank sitting close to empty.
Handful of jersey, yeah.
3 minutes at least to go. In for Shaq Moore. And just gives it away, trying to find Haji Wright. Zimmerman wins the header. Kella Costa trying to flick into space for Aronson, couldn't do so. Popped into the open side. And that will spin all the way out for a U.S. throw.
Milking seconds and minutes off the clock in this type of situation, it's an art form. How many times have we seen this done to the United States? I think sometimes we've seen our teams be too naive in these scenarios, so it's good to see them going down, winning free kicks, milking clock, trying to get all the way. At this point of the game, you do anything to get that W.
Aaron Van, the goalkeeper, goes long. Zimmerman rising up for the header. Musa with whatever he has in his legs. Jalali sends it back up. Zimmerman a second time up for it. Zimmerman a third. No, he's out jumped that time. Connor Vickers first to react. 2 minutes at least. Or the pressure knocks it away. Haji Wright getting on the end of it. He's got Aronson wide open on the other side of the field. And he's just trying to commit a foul there and stop the attack. Robinson, big run forward. Trying to create some pressure, forces it back to the goalkeeper. 90 seconds at a minimum. Aaron Van will lift this one long. Zimmerman sizes it up, gets the header away. Right, the second header. Musa trying to get out wide. Jalali brings it down. He's trying to prevent a forward pass. Adams the big run forward. Last man back is Hosseini. He'll lift it up. Ream back, tracking out. Jump flick header! It's low.
Oh!
Job not done. U.S. got to get back there screaming. Iran, it's a penalty. Adams blocks it. Musa beat to the second ball. Someone just get rid of that thing, and they do.
Now, this is going to be reviewed for a potential penalty here on Cameron Carter-Vickers. Nervy moment. excitement and nervy seeing what this decision is going to be. As this long ball comes up, he's onside. Does Cameron Carter-Vickers get enough? No, I think he goes down far too easy here. There's a hand on the shoulder, for sure. But I think Taremi's trying to push
oh boy.
the penalty. Probably need one more angle. You see how he's the motion? It's not a natural way in which he's falling to the ground.
Dr. Joe Macknick, our rules analyst. What do you think?
Well, if this penalty decision is given, it would be very harsh. But you have to remember that the same referee did not give a penalty to the host country, Qatar, in a situation that called for a much more serious foul than this. But I'm sure maybe he'll take a look and see what VAR says.
No, he's saying play on. He's saying play on. That's the right call.
Now, we lost about a minute. Yeah. So we're in the 100th minute of the game. Only Antonio Mateos, the referee, knows how much time is left. It's on his watch. Carter-Vickers out jump for that one. Moore gets rid of it. Can the U.S. just get this up the field? Keep it up the field. Musa, Brendan Aronson, run the daylight, kid. Haji right. Goalkeeper's out. Right. Comfortable for the goalkeeper.
So you could have taken that to the corner there. I know you're looking to slam the door shut. Take it to the corner, the game's over.
Yep, take it to the corner, the game's over.
Second ball, Adams chasing, not going to get there. Musa couldn't get there either. It's cleared to the far side. Rezayan back inside. The U.S. players are gassed. Iranians are up. It comes into the box again. An Iranian player looking for a penalty. And the game is over.
Game's over. U.S. wins. U.S. wins. That was awesome. What a game.
Exhale, America. We're on to the knockout rounds, and some huge moments throughout this game, and you can't forget that Captain America, Christian Pulisic, delivered in a big way, put his body on the line, gets the U.S. there, and then it's Matt Turner. Last minute, never mind the penalty shout, he makes that save. U.S. moving on.
We will see you Saturday from Khalifa International Stadium for the United States against the Netherlands in the round of 16 of the World Cup. Celebrations will start now, though. Back to Rob Stone in our set as it finishes at Al-Timama Stadium. The United States of America 1, Iran 0.
All right, that's going to do it here for us, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. What a great stream. U.S. plays again. We'll see you real soon.